It's pathetic. Go to the gym, read a book, do something creative other than coming on here and making shit up, you fucking losers.
Well, no, see, I heard that same thing too on the Alex Jones podcast. And I heard it was aliens that actually tried to shoot him down. Kitover's the voice of reason right now. Just think about it.
Yeah, think about that, everybody. Candidate John Kitover is telling you to stop making shit up, you fucking losers.
It's pretty scary when John takes advantage of these Trumpian opportunities, which is kind of funny because they're not doing MAGA any good, right? Like, I guess there's a right-wing radio host challenging Trump's suggestion that his health is perfectly fine at the moment. I don't know. I'm having fun with you guys.
You're fine. You're fine. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Welcome. I mean, I really don't want to go down that conspiracy theory stuff, but I mean,
Matt, it's the same shit. This is the mental health bullshit that they threw on Trump every single fucking time. Oh, he's got all these mental health problems.
Bojo, the good thing is when you debate the hood that this might come up and you can be ready for it. You know what I mean? You never know. But all I'm saying is, like, so someone did die at that event, right? If I'm not mistaken.
He's a firefighter, and others were wounded.
Firefighter. So how does one stage a death? That's kind of like where I was going with this. Exactly. Shoot my ear, please don't miss my head and kill me. And then we're going to have someone else die, and it's not going to get out. You guys really want to go down that route, Jay? You guys?
That wasn't staged. How many people think it was staged? That's a bit fucking much. Horribly obese, honey.
Okay, in the incident, like 98 people died, was sitting behind. People were shot in the incident. Because the families lost their dear ones. And yet people talk about. Anyway, look, the president isn't particularly in an optimal shape. We would say this is the reality of it. He's doing absolutely fantastic. He's relentless, just judging by his demeanor and his just relentlessness and his unyielding, persistent, unstoppable kind of character in the latest press conference meeting with the Secretary of Defense behind him talking about his upcoming meeting with Putin. I'm not for Trump, I'm not for anything, I'm just a human being living on planet Earth, watching a president today, head of state, just trying his best to resolve a critical issue, right? That touches every life on this planet, I guess, and we all need to be cheering for that. Not for the names, not for the strategies, but for the world leaders shaking hands. And all of this nonsense about just making up shit and talking about it and spreading just unfounded and just lies. That's absolutely childish. We need just to grow beyond that and just make it a better conversation, I think, for everyone.
Well, for the sake of a better conversation, while my husband is gripping his green card, he says to me, I hope Trump had a heart attack. I said, what did you say about Daddy Donnie? Can you believe the shit out of Joe's mouth? I can't believe it.
Shameful. Shameful, Joe.
Shameful, Joe.
People do want to gaslight all the time, nonstop, in Clubhouse, out of Clubhouse. I gotta say, like, Clubhouse really proves it, that whether you're in or out of it, people are chronically addicted to making gaslighting statements. I think it's for the sake of creating dopamine, whether you're like intentionally doing it or not, but I think that's the real motivation. The brain wants to produce dopamine to make sure it has a good time.
I mean, that's the other part of this is I'm assuming nobody wants, the other side doesn't want J.D. Vance to take the helm either, right? So, exactly. You don't want that, right? So I guess you got to pick who you want, right? In this case, you don't want Trump to go away.
I'm Trey. Yes, that's right. I'm Trey. We don't want that.
Well, look at what Howard Kaufman, a campaign contributor to to candidate Kitover, he wrote both Trump and Rush Limbaugh are fat, lazy, racist assholes. Now, I gotta say, um, I don't know if they're necessarily fat, and I don't think they're racist. I think that isn't even projection because I doubt you're a racist, but you could be fat, Howard.
No, that was Necro who said that, Mojo.
Oh, he's quoting it.
Yeah. Look at that, yeah.
Oh, thank God, because I was like, why is a campaign contributor writing, about these two great American heroes?
I won a trip from Rush Limbaugh, like, and that's so funny. That was so long ago. Off the cheap, like, radio, going to work. That's so funny. I won a trip.
When Rush Limbaugh died, I was at a restaurant. This fat piece of shit at the table next to me said, "I hope I can go to Rush Limbaugh's grave and piss on it." I got so angry while I was eating pizza. I thought to myself, should I go fuck this guy up? But I just sat there and I said, just relax. You're at a pizza parlor.
It was a lot different when he was in his earlier career, though. Rush was a lot. He was a lot different, though. I mean, I have to be quite frank with that. I'm not sure how he was a lot different in terms of. He grew up with Trump's privilege, right? His background, his privilege. I don't think that makes him racist at all. I think he's done things to go outside of that stereotype and prove it to not be true. So I give him props for that because some people would just lay in it and love that people call them a racist and don't give a fuck.
Well,
and they don't care because they have all the privilege.
To these racial ID projectors, everyone is racist because it's a post-structural white racist supremacist society. This is all they live on. They have nothing else to talk about. They're the dumbest people you could ever meet. All they do is bring up this stupid racial identity politics. It's a waste of time. And Necro is even a contributor to my campaign, but he did make me promise that I would help release or write a letter to Trump saying, "Release the Epstein files." I said, "Sure thing, Necro. Send the $5. I'll put it on my to-do list. So don't forget, Necro. I'm not forgetting."
What's your campaign?
Hold on. Hold on. First off, salute to my nigga Matt. Second off, Mojo, you sound dumb as fuck. Black people can't be racist, man. Don't just get y'all.
Yes, you can.
Bullshit, Mike.
How the fuck can we be racist?
Because I have 10,000 hours of Clubhouse recordings to prove that there's lots of black racists on this app. That's a fact.
Black people, we can't be racist, brother. You sound crazy.
No, people can be racist, stupid. It's not just black people can't be. It's people can be racist, dummy. People. Stop with your racial identity card bullshit.
What the definition of racism is? Mike. Racism is someone who believes it's all race and superior to other races. As simple as that. If you think your race, your people are better than other races and people, that makes you a racist. It's simple.
Hey, Point is here. Hey, Point, come on up and tell everybody how big of a stupid dummy they are now that you're on TV and you're a supermodel. You big stupid dummy. I don't know if anybody knows this, but Point is actually John Kitover. He's a gay white guy pretending to be a black woman here on the app. His name is Point. So if you ever see Point in a room, be sure to just say, "Hey, that's John Kitover." That's not Point. That's not a gay white guy pretending to be a black guy. That's John Kitover, not Point. You big stupid dummy. You big stupid dummy. Everybody fell for my troll. You big stupid dummies. I'm a supermodel and I'm on TV. You just hate me. But my name is Point. I am complete. Big stupid dummies.
Hey y'all, I'm sorry, I didn't know y'all were still here. How did you do that? So nice, Johnny's voice.
Yeah, he's a character for sure. Oh, pretty damn.
I had to I put my kiddos to bed and then our cat is actually she's about to have babies and she's acting pretty weird. Like she's actually cuddled up with my kids right now, which is not really her thing. She's like acting super weird.
When are you gonna invite your mom on that?
Oh god.
You guys not even all the mom.
It's not never telling.
Dr. Jordan, she hates narcissists. Her mom created a room on here called "I Hate Narcissists." Don't ever call or date me again.
Actually, my mom's kind of a narcissist.
My mom's single, on the other hand, and she's a smoke show too.
Wait, my mom is a narcissist too. Does everybody here think their mom is a narcissist?
Everybody put your mom's emails or message me. Message me your mom's contact info at your convenience. I'll take care of the rest.
I don't know if I'd like you as a stepdaddy, though, Dr. Jordan. Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's
You're not that old to be our stepdaddies. You know that, right?
I know, but I date older women. I like old gals, older gals. Well, let me make this full house thing arrangement here. First of all, thanks for everybody showing up. It's a big badass room. Gosh. A lot of people down in the audience I recognize. A lot of people that are scared to come up who are on the other side. I don't know why. You guys got some allies up here. You got some really good allies. So, come on up for sure, or I'll send you the invite actually. But also, Pin to the Jumbotron is my new house. Make sure to follow that. Like to get some people over there. I'm gonna try to hold some topics over there as well, very similar to this. And let's keep the conversation going. Now,
Matt, you know why I haven't taken time to invite people in that house?
you did or you didn't?
I haven't taken the time to do that. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because you're going to get clipped again in the next 4 days or 5 days.
I got a backup on that, so don't worry about it.
No, we don't have to worry about that? Okay, I'll ask you.
Yeah, don't worry about it. So I'm gonna bring back a oldie but goodie that we had during the election, and this always seems to get everybody all jazzed up. And I'm gonna try to make it a little bit more current too, since I know people have a lot to say about this. They kind of like, is Trump a racist? And like, what is he a racist for in 2025 right now? I think I know what's gonna be, but I don't know if someone wants to get a shot at it. Who think that he's a racist right now? Go for it. See, I bet you have something good on that one. I think I know where you're gonna go.
Wait, Coach David is still on here. I just wanted him to know I'm sick of it. I'm really fucking sick of it, Coach David.
Coach David, my God.
Why haven't you invested in the Bitcoin business yet? You can make millions of dollars like me. Point, I'm a supermodel and I'm on TV, you big dummies.
Well, to answer the question, man, I don't think Trump is racist. But if it was a race war, us black folks will fuck y'all up. No cap. This ain't the 1800s no more. We will beat y'all ass on crit. Y'all know what's up. So y'all know.
Oh yeah, black people can't be racist or do homicidal ideation. Good one, Mike. Proving the points.
That nigga said, is it gonna be a race war? Shit. If it is a race war, we gonna fuck y'all up. This ain't the 1800s, nigga.
So wait, wouldn't that make you the supremacist?
Yeah, but there's not that many of you.
It don't gotta be that many of us. Y'all know what's up.
Mike,
I don't think y'all can coordinate that well, though. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like we would
It's a reason why y'all call the police, bro. Let's keep it honest, G. Don't none of y'all
Yeah,
wanna catch
it's
no
because-
case. Don't none of y'all wanna run that
Mike, have you ever been get slapped?
on crit. Huh?
Mike, you do realize it's just a clickbait title, right? It's rhetorical, and this is just meant for schmucks to come in here and project.
Mike, who would win in a battle, the cartel or the Crips? How do you think that's going down?
I ain't gonna cap. The cartels is tough, bro. Y'all fuck with my Crip niggas. Man, the cartels is they serious. So I am gonna say the cartels.
Yeah, Don's gonna bring it, man. You gotta top for that one.
But if it was the Crips, white people, we will fuck y'all up.
Crips work for that cartel, that's what I heard.
Mojo, you're really lucky that Point charges $125 to come on stage. I can do the show for free. You big dummy.
But don't think I'm racist, y'all. I do got a lot of white friends. You feel me? I got a lot of white homies.
Oh, like not the white friend card.
On my mama, I got a lot of ways. So I fuck with y'all, man. I just, you know what I mean? We just ain't in the 1800s no more. We ain't tolerating none of that racist bullshit. You feel me? So respectfully.
Mike, aren't we all on the same ship? Every American is on the same ship. So it's just a question of, class and what floor, and, do you have access to the deck?
What's with your picture, Mike?
What you mean?
Like, why do you have that mask on your face and then the gun?
I mean, what's wrong with it?
That's American. That's American.
Why are you wearing a mask, first off, in, like, a personal... Like, are you in a residence there? Why do you have a mask on your face?
That's my house. You know what I mean?
Why would you wear a mask?
He's a COVID-19 survivor, Holly.
Why would you wear a mask during COVID in your home?
He's lying. That's someone else's home. He's lying.
No, that's the culture. That's the lifestyle, y'all. That's the lifestyle, dog.
And you bought a mask that says Mafia?
Yeah, I'm part of the mafia too.
And you had someone take a photo of you, like, with your Mafia mask on with a gun in your hand?
Yeah.
Mike, are you an Israeli?
Anybody got any ideas? I'm always available.
Are you a black Hebrew Israelite as well, Mike?
Is this, like, a tough, like, look for you that you have a mask with a Mafia? I'm sorry. Is this for real?
Mike, did you take the vaccine?
Instead of clicking the picture, Mike, she should be cooking for you.
Mike, did you? Mike, did you take the COVID-19 vaccine and the boosters, Mike?
I did not take the COVID shot or nothing.
So you resisted like a patriotic American, armed up, and you maxed up here, for your PTR.
I don't understand the mask.
Where are you located, Mojo?
I was born inside Uranus.
I'm from Chicago, man. If you ever want to come to Chicago, let me know. I'll show you around.
No, I don't want to go to Chicago. I'm good. Thanks, Mike.
He's there with you, Mike. Chicago burgers.
No, I've redistricted. I'm moving to Peoria so I can fight Darren LaHood personally. We're going to set up a plastic table with all of our signs, and we're going to live stream outside of Darren LaHood's office every day until the October 27th cutoff date. And it's all because of you guys here on Clubhouse helping fund the campaign. And we still need your help to fund the campaign. I don't know if Matt is going to help us or hurt us, but we've gone to war with not just Darren LaHood, but his little vampires here on the app. And, I won't mention any names because I don't want to bring in any drama from previous rooms. Let's just say today was a big day for the campaign. We had over 10 canvassers out there getting petitions in Rockford, Peoria, and Bloomington. And Friday, we're going to be on television where we're going to kick Darren LaHood's can and crush it.
Good job.
I hope you heard that, Adams, with his C. Where is Adams at?
Oh, please don't summon demonic energy into this space.
In the name of Jesus, I rebuke the devil.
Oh, look, it's Mountain. Mountain, I haven't seen you for a while. What's up? Hey, what's cracking, man? What's going on with you? Oh, not much, man. My dog died. Had lymphoma and shit, and died and shit. Bumming me out, and so I've taken a break. Not only that, I've just been away from the app, camping and, camp out and shit, but, yeah, dude.
Have you welded any fiberglass recently?
I want a kitten. Or is it too soon? I'm sorry about your dog. The kitten's not really going to replace a dog.
Oh, yeah, he's my best friend, man. He's my boy, so.
What you understand is your air is out too then, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I don't really expect anybody on this afternoon, care or have the empathy, so I'm not looking for anything like that. I'm just, I've just been off the app, so.
No, we care about
It's tough. It sucks, but yeah. And then I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of just getting a little bit burnt out on the whole place. So it's all good. We'll say we'll break, and they're not on the freak really. So and they can tell me
This app is starting to get more boring. I don't know if I'm just used to everyone, so I am with you on spending less time on here. I actually bought a couple.
to be kind of an echo chamber, so
Well, it's just you do this, you learn the personalities, and then a lot of people just repeat the same stuff over and over again. Like we know that John Kitover say that I've heard that 35 times. So when he starts speaking, I just go on autopilot. I'm like, this is so boring.
It's true. We do repeat ourselves, and people on here. That's why I like to read books, because I know I'm repeating myself. And if you've ever seen a stand-up comic do his routine and you see him again, you realize that's what people do. They have their pattern and they repeat their pattern. That's their communication output.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, you should starting, like, Clubhouse used to be like, oh, like, what's an interesting conversation over there? What's an interesting conversation over here? And it's like, okay, you go into certain spaces, you can pretty much almost estimate what certain people's political positions are going to be. Then we just repeat the same conversations across multiple rooms. You go to the leftist spaces, but I can pretty much regurgitate what's going to come out of Arrow's mouth at this point. I've heard him repeat the same shit so many times, like, this app is progressively getting more boring for me, so I just spend more time reading and doing other things.
Motherfucker!
Not your guys' fault, honestly. For me, like Matt's rooms are actually pretty good, they're still got some life left in them and stuff. I do like that, but anything on the left, definitely, all it is Trump hate or, 40 acres of a mule is cool, nice people, but it's the same fucking thing. Chillism, definitely, literally the same fucking room every day. Chillism is, and it just gets a little bit fucking boring. But Matt, you keep it pretty fresh. At least you gotta stick with current events, which is good. It's not just fucking Trump. At least we,
What are you talking about? This is Matt doing the same pot stirring that everybody else does, but Matt is maybe just a little more polite.
Yeah, maybe. You're right. Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, you just heard everybody on here say Trump is either dead or suffering from this disease, and they cover it all. I mean, you just heard TDS for about 30 minutes from every schmuck on this app bring their bullshit in this room.
I just got on 10 minutes ago, so I didn't hear anything, but yeah, it doesn't surprise me though.
Hey, now, why do you pick a topic? What do you want to talk about? Because I know the title is pretty well used. I thought you should make it more current, like in 2025 or whatever. I don't even know. I gotta figure it out. But what would you want to talk about in regards to anything at this point? I don't know if you want to talk about Trump or what, but.
Well, I'm not trying to steer any conversation. That's the thing is you guys are doing good. Nothing that I'm gonna. I've literally been gone off the app for a while, so I was off, away from service for about a week, and I come back and they're saying the left is hoping Trump's dead and shit, and that's not happening. So I don't know. It's up to you guys. I'm not saying what you guys are saying is boring. I'm just saying why I was off the app a little bit and why I've been on here less. It's becoming kind of repetitive, which is not. And you're all.
We get it. You just repeated it.
Right. So I'm just trying to tell them that I'm not trying to steer the conversation here. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Mountain, what's of interest to you? That's what he's asking you. Can you offer anything other than repeating yourself 3 times?
Offensive news, second job. Looks like, this is kind of interesting. Looks like Trump administration is considering, it's not official yet, but considering declaring a national housing emergency in the fall to address affordability issues. It says the administration is exploring measures like standardizing zoning codes, which I think would be a good thing, reducing closing costs, interesting, and granting tariff exemptions on construction material. It says while lower interest rates may ease some pricing pressures, which by the way, we're supposed to get a rate reduction mid-September, it's unlikely to fix supply shortages with existing home sales down sharply from 2022 levels. So that's interesting development. See what Holly's there.
Probably they'll only cut rates a quarter point. They're not going to do much.
much. He's going to likely fire Powell next year, and even if he appoints this new guy, the inflation is going to keep going up, or at least it's not really going to drop. So I don't see rates changing too much.
I saw yesterday there was going to be an executive order on paper ballots and something about elections.
Wait, say that again. I all for me.
We do need something like that.
What was the first part of your sentence?
I saw a headline yesterday that Trump is going to sign an executive order regarding paper ballots and something else with elections. I don't know if anyone else has heard that.
I heard he was floating that, but the problem is I don't see how that's constitutional because it's the states manage their own elections. I don't know how he can order any state to do elections any kind of way.
That's the argument. You're right on that.
Hey, Matt, so I was going to ask you, you guys been hearing about this whole Venezuela thing, this...
Wait, before you go to Venezuela, back to the paper ballots, he's also demanding that election commissions turn over their voter rolls so they can do data analysis and do possible scrubbing. And if they find these election officials are committing fraud, they might be able to, legally declare an emergency and go to paper ballots and override a lot of these state bullshit artists.
That's interesting. I don't know what the legality is there. I know Georgia, because I'm actually an election official. I know Georgia, the GOP in Georgia definitely wants to go back to paper ballots, and we're doing certain things like the QR codes are going to be gone. I mean, there's certain things that are happening right now. There's actually, I just went to we have a committee hearing I just went to. I think it was the first of many for the election panel or committee, and it was it got a little fiery. It was interesting, very interesting. Yeah, so there's a lot happening in Georgia anyway, but that's an interesting strategy. I don't know how that works legally.
He set a deadline for them to turn over the data. I know here in Illinois they're resisting, and then they have to file lawsuits. But if they can't comply with a simple request to turn over voter information, to the Federal Election Commission and to the Department of Justice, so they can figure out all this Democrat fraud and shenanigans, they'll have to step in and just use federal powers to seize and take voter assets and maybe shut down state election commissions for fraud. So, and raid them with the FBI, because there's real election fraud happening by Democrats throughout the country in major blue states.
I agree. They're in voter fraud.
They're going to fight hard. They're going to fight hard or resist that. We're going to be in court, and there's going to be that's that.
Yeah.
That.
I mean, not only that, the backlog for these cases, I just don't know if the manpower is really worth it. I mean, even in Georgia, we have a backlog of 86 cases right now, which is pretty standard, I guess. We've had a backlog for years and years. So I mean, to adjudicate all these cases, I don't know how they would handle that. I also wanted to tell you, in Georgia, there is a push right now to relocate. I don't know how other states do it, but in Georgia, our election board, it's all underneath the state Secretary of State, and so they're wanting to move elections, not just the board, but all the elections over to, I guess, accounting. They're just kind of make it its own thing, which is good. It's a good thing, because I think under the argument is under the Secretary of State, it's become quite politicized. It's sort of like this good old boys club, and a lot of the state board officials have said that they are not giving the autonomy that they really are supposed to have, and being kept out of a lot of communications and anyway. So that could be a good change in Georgia. Again, I don't know how other states do that, but
Georgia doesn't publish party data, does it? Voter registration data. I don't think
no,
it
they're
does.
not.
Because I felt pretty good about Pennsylvania when I was studying and following it because of the delta of voter registration. But Georgia, I couldn't find any data in that. I guess they don't publish it.
Well, because we don't declare, or we don't, how do you say it? We don't declare ourselves Republican or independent. What's the word I'm thinking of? when we don't register as Republican, Democrat. So you don't have like, you get the ballot, you ask for, you get whatever ballot you request, but they don't have it's not like oh, so and so is a Republican and voted for blah blah blah.
So are we going to be fighting Venezuela and shit? I mean, what the fuck? Like, this other development that I was curious about looks like,
What's happening?
I don't know. I mean, it's obvious that they want Maduro out of Venezuela. I mean, they got a bounty on his head. They've declared, that not only are the Mexican drug cartels international terrorists, but even the Maduro Venezuelan government is too. They got like a $15 million bounty, and I think they just doubled it. And now we're sending warships down there, and Venezuela's promising that, like, if we step foot on any of their territory, that they're going to respond. And so I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens here, But obviously, I'm not concerned about us losing any war. I don't like really spending much money on places we shouldn't be, but. Allegedly Maduro's sending a lot of fentanyl and shit. I think they just want him out of there. They just want him out of there as well as they want.
Okay, so we're just like putting the heat on them, but I mean, we're not gonna attack them, right? Like, we're just gonna try to make them feel uncomfortable.
I don't know. I mean, you really need to look into it. We got warships down there. We got a bunch of assets.
They're not deploying into that. They do international water interdiction for narcotics. What do you think the Coast Guard does?
It's not the Coast Guard.
I know, but they're supporting. It's a coordinated effort to do interdiction operations, and they told the Pentagon to also draw up battle plans to attack cartels in Mexico. But they're just getting readier. But I mean, to think that we're going to invade Venezuela is fucking stupid.
I didn't say anything about invading them. I didn't say that.
No, I know.
Well, I guess Maduro is saying, I mean, it sounds like they're not going to do any retaliation unless we actually like attacked on their soil, right? Like if we just do something to their cartels or on the water, is that enough for him to be like, okay, now it's on?
I don't know. I mean, I just know that we have a big ass buildup of warships in the Caribbean, and we're kind of posturing like, we're just hoping. I feel like we're just hoping that the Venezuelan government does something stupid, and we just fucking. I'm not lying. Like that's what seems to be happening. Like we might also be scaring them, but I think Maduro's right. Maduro's saying that we're seeking regime change, and I mean, if Pam Bondi puts a fucking bounty on his head, that's not just Pam Bondi, that's the U.S. government. We declare them as international terrorist organizations, the Maduro government. It'd be an easy fight, though, I'm just saying. I mean,
well, they also say that they house IRGC soldiers in Venezuela who are running an international money exchange selling stolen goods and other items. That there's, I think it was like 30,000 IRGC soldiers in Venezuela. So who knows? Maybe you're right. Maybe they are going to attack Venezuela.
I'm just saying we seem to be sending lots of assets down there, and we're just hoping that Venezuela does something stupid. That's what I'm getting the feeling of, at least. We gotta keep the Pentagon and the military industrial complex happy. I'm not mad at Trump for this, by the way. I think that Venezuela's fucked up. I mean, I know people from there and stuff, but an invasion, no. But tactical strikes and stuff, and yeah, I think we're probably going to be doing that. Point talk, literally, like you've been acting like you're a transvestite for the 10 months I've been on here. You're mentally ill, so don't even talk shit, Point. I thought Point was Kitover. I'm confused.
No, Point is
that's me.
cappuccino.
No, it's not. It's me, stupid. You big stupid dummy. You're just angry that I'm a supermodel and I'm on TV and I'm the most famous person here in Clubhouse. And if you wanted me to come on stage and I'm pointing, it would cost you $150, you big stupid dummy.
Actually, funny. You think she's a troll? You don't think she's
Of course you think she's funny because it's me, you big stupid dummy. I'm a genius. I'm the smartest guy in the clubhouse. I'm a comedian. I'm a supermodel. I'm on TV.
Time like for him to not break the stupid weirdo character, like he's obviously a little mentally ill or something.
Anybody who thinks Point is a white guy pretending to be a black woman is stupid. And of course he's a gay white guy who's pretending to be a black woman, but that's secretly John Kitover, and he's not gay. But he's definitely pretending to be a black woman named Point. And anybody who thinks she's not a supermodel or on television, you're a big stupid dummy.
Wait. I feel like I'm going crazy. So wait, is Point equals cappuccino equals John? Is this?
You made the connection correct, you big stupid dummy, but don't tell anybody because I'm getting paid $150 to come up on every stage. Don't fuck up my gig. Because I'm a supermodel and I'm on TV.
My jaw is literally wide open. Is this the truth? Someone please tell me.
I think they're all one. We should play. You should come up so you can get off mic.
Please. This will be the ultimate troll. I would have been completely.
Alright, I got the phone in my other room, so let me go get it. I'll be right back, you big stupid dummy.
It's stupid ass. They said stupid ass.
Stupid ass.
Yeah, they always do stupid.
Someone bring Point up, please.
I'm trying to. I think they tried.
Please, I'm begging you. Because I just feel like such a fool if that's not.
The right pronouns. Oh, wow.
Invite Holly. This is not coming up. Which needs to be suspect now.
It's gonna be absolutely amazing when I become congressperson in the 16th district. That everybody was such a stupid ass, that they thought that I was out here talking to the Democrats and telling them all the truth. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here recording everybody, and I'm a gay white guy in my mom's basement pretending to be a black woman here in this app. And you all know that. I said a lot of crazy things on this app over the years. But what's important is that I'm a supermodel, I'm on TV, and y'all still just a bunch of dummies, you big stupid ass.
I wish you guys could see my face right now. I am literally frozen in my mouth.
No, it's fucking not. No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I got about 10 attempts, you big stupid dummy. I've been doing Point for months now, fooling everybody. Everybody in Patty's room, all those stupid asses, in the politically correct room, all those stupid asses. They all think that I'm a Democrat liberal, but I'm really John Kitover and I'm running for Congress, you big stupid asses.
I'm telling you, folks, that it's different, man. Like, the voice is different. This is not the same voice.
100% it's me.
Oh my God, right?
You can put it through an AI analysis and just do a voice comparison.
God damn, that's ear piercing.
I'm blown away right now.
Hi, everybody. My name's Paul, by the way.
Hey, Paul. Welcome.
Damn, you got clicked again, you big dummy.
Paul.
What a stupid ass. How many accounts are you gonna create, you stupid ass? Just stop saying controversial things, dumbass. Big dummy.
Yeah, bro. Okay, Pepe, I know who the fuck you are, bro.
I don't know who that is.
I don't either. She tried to seduce me, though.
Steven, get up here.
Yeah, this is what happens when you go too long without tickling.
Hey, Steven.
There's more things. I can't get anything that word, but.
So,
Hey, Holly, very classy new photo.
Wait,
Matt?
thank you.
Classy new profile as well as Pepe. Are you guys getting clipped about once a day now?
Well, there is a guy named Pepe who, on this app, he got Roger to leave the app, and then there was a guy named JB who I guess was saying some false stuff about him, and then this Pepe guy would open rooms at the same time as him, and then get a lot more people, and just I guess like say really mean things about him, and so he left. You know, there's basically they want to get this Pepe guy clipped all the time. I don't know. Maybe he's a really mean, awful guy. I don't know.
You know, you wouldn't believe what happened like yesterday, 2 days ago when I was in his room. And he said, "Oh, I know who this guy is. You should probably go to Pepe's room," and he just kicked me out.
Yeah, they doing my boys bad, man. If we was in the streets, man, them niggas would been taken care of, bro. I don't like how they doing them.
Anyway, okay, what I was gonna follow up with you is I was actually just joking about you the other day in a positive way. I was telling some ex-spacers about what Clubhouse was like and some of like the really notable personalities and stuff. And I brought you up. I go room and just go right back to it. And he was just fearless humor. I mean, you would say things that like I would never. However, you always just sent me just dying laughing. You were at your peak when you used to have your soundboard and you would crack the whip and Matt Cool would do that famous whip gif. And oh my, you just made people so triggered and you get clipped and then you just come right back within seconds. They're like, what are you talking about? I said, guys, this guy literally has probably been clipped hundreds of times. They go, how's that possible? He can never be removed for that app. He's in the code of Clubhouse that he cannot be permanently banned. And I go, and he would attack everybody, but like you'd have people come in that were like hardcore people that hated his guts, and he would just literally go, heal, and he'd get clipped and just reappear right back in the room within seconds. And Matt would do that gif nonstop. So it was just so funny. I was literally explaining to them about some of the Clubhouse days to some ex-spacers.
Steven, man, can I say something, man, about this? I'm reading here that Pepe had doxed Roger and shit. Here's the thing is, people accused me of doxing Brad. Even though his information was linked to his ex account, I said his name in the not for JB, go pretty far. Not for Roger, go pretty far. If you're gonna say some shit like Brad, when he was saying for me, saying that, that my daughter, like I'd rape my daughter or something, saying that like my, basically talking about fucking my kids too. Yeah, I said it. That's what I'm saying. I said his first and last fucking name because if you're gonna be a punk and say that shit, if you're so safe from the internet, I don't think you're safe, man. Like, so you guys can call it doxing, but I think that people get too far on this app and then they are afraid of the consequences. So, Holly, I don't have any sympathy for Roger or JB. I think they're both pieces of shit. And if you go so far to where you think you're safe on the internet, man, there is consequences. And so I don't give a fuck.
Well, I would say this regarding that JB guy, that Pepe guy got into an argument with name or his children's names. Wow. But that sounds really mean. Or where he worked. Wow. Wow. Those, from what I've heard, those conversations, like you have John Kitover in here who loves streaming. He said he streamed that room. You guys went into Chillism to ask if Pepe did that. They said no. Where's the proof? You guys, what's really funny is you double down on a story, exaggerated story, where you don't have proof, and it's all bullshit. And so get the fucking proof. I've said it in front of everybody. $1,000. If you hear me name or Pepe, I mean, not me. Sheesh. If he named one family member, gave his real name. Named a place where he worked or his address. Any of the things that he said Pepe did. Show one fucking clip. It's not gonna happen because it never happened. I mean, that is that simple. I've known about, or Pepe knew about that video for a couple of years now. So it was somebody else from Clubhouse because I was in a room where a bunch of people knew what he looked like, and they said, "Oh, well, just look up this video," and it was with another person from Clubhouse, and I was like, "Oh, dude." Well, basically, Roger had a poll where he was like asking if there should be like a fat tax, and I was like, "Oh shit, I remember that video." And then I went into his room with normal PTR. I mean, Pepe did. My bad. And then used his regular PTR and then switched it while on stage while Roger was talking to a screenshot of Roger from the YouTube. Now, if you call that doxing when he came in here on his real name, with his real fucking photo in the beginning, okay. That's not doxing.
If you show up with a real photo of yourself anyway, you're doxing your fucking self. If you show up with a real photo of yourself anyway. I don't want people expect privacy or they're like it's bad, but all you gotta do, man, is fucking, you save someone's photo and you can go and type their shit in on Google and it'll find who they are.
I'll just say this. If you want to find a clip where this awful Pepe character says the N-word with a hard R, or he says something racist, I'm pretty sure there's clips of that, and I'm pretty sure Pepe never denied that, ever making such statements. He doesn't shy away from it. Sounds like an awfully bigoted piece of shit, if you ask me, but I don't know, where are the clips? Where are the clips? You don't have them. If you don't have the clips, then shut your fucking mouth. There's no proof. It's all, well, I got a I have a reliable source. Okay, that means nothing. I can say that Jesus woke me up in the middle of the night and say, JB is a lying con man. Who gives a fuck? It's hearsay. The fuck are you gonna? You're just gonna take my word for it? No. Show the fucking proof. If you don't have the proof, does it ever fucking happen? If you don't have the proof, shut your fucking mouth. Especially here's the thing. Pepe was not gonna fuck with JB. He didn't like JB. All JB had to do when he had to open a room and say that Pepe was a piece of shit. He said that. And warned others that he's going to dox you someday too. Shouldn't go around that mean man. And then he wanted to, accuse Pepe of doing something he did not do. And then, Pepe did not like him beforehand. But then you want to go ahead and just insert yourself where you didn't belong. Where Roger was telling you to step the fuck back. We have that voice recording of him even admitting it on his own room. Roger said, step back. But after tonight, they just went overboard. No, dude, when you run your mouth to somebody and then you get, and it's basically you're telling lies about them and then you're calling them names. And when you're a person with a very colorful past, both on this app and off this app, and you think that that's not going to be used against you, I would show them the observations, like whatever. I could, or Pepe, could drop receipts. He couldn't. I don't know what to say. And he ended up acting a fool and lost his admin privileges on healthy debates. You know what? What happened to you, Pepe? What are you the captain of? I got 46,000 people in my house. You got 20. No, bitch, it was never your house. That's why you got booted the fuck out. Now you don't have a house, bitch. Amazing. Where's your rooms? As the best moderator on the app. And this motherfucker makes rooms saying, I'm going to talk about the next room about maybe. No, bullshit. You put a title up saying,
Pepe, you're doing it again. You're stirring the pot. The drama's already over, Pepe. You can go to YouTube and watch it all over again. Pepe, you're doing it again. There should be a rule in your house, Matt. No drama from old rooms. Don't let him stir the pot.
All right, thank you. And so, all I'll say is this. Dude, you would make rooms every day. And you'd have maybe something else in your title. Then it'd be like a poll in there. You'd be like, oh yeah. Then you bring up something like, oh yeah, he got some mentally ill characters on this app. I think they're obsessed. Dude, you do that all the time. Then you would make your fucking response rooms. I personally have been entertained by this the whole time. I think watching Pepe do what he does, I thought was funny. I'm pretty sure he was just doing it for entertainment because he just didn't like you. And he just saw you for the weasel rat piece of shit you are. And why not? You're easy. what you are is a manipulative bully, but you're just this little bitch. You can't actually prey on people. You try to do it to women, but you ended up getting locked
Why?
down.
Because he started the
in
finger for
prison
3
for
years
it.
and made death threats to Jane
Where
Doe.
you deserved. I mean, after what you did, you fucking deserved it. Like, I think you got off way too lightly, personally. But yeah, I mean, you're just a piece of shit. You're a rat piece of shit who, dude, nobody's gonna ever look at you the same. As they should. They never should. I mean, you're a fucking loser. You don't get to say, oopsie, I fucked up. No, you don't do that to women and just say, oh, it laps to judge me. No, you're a rat piece of shit. You're just morally repugnant, disgusting piece of shit. It's all it shows about you and your character. Normal people don't fall upon hard times and then, oh, well, I just have a little opportunity to make some extra money. So I just, lock 2 women in a fucking hotel room and let, 50, 60 guys over the course of 2 days fucking, basically, is it even consensual at that point? I mean, really, he wants to try to get bogged down in the details. How is that consensual sex if you were forced in those fucking rooms against your will under the basically under threat? That if you leave and don't do what I'm telling you to do, I mean, to me that's like 60 counts of fucking rape. Like he's a fucking disgusting piece of shit. And so, yes, I'm the guy that says, the naughty words. Okay. So what? You guys have never heard me saying, oh, I want to do these violent thing to X people or mistreat them somehow. But this guy is like a real life piece of shit. Like, I honestly think there's some things where I think China would have a perfect solution for a person like JB. It would involve him never being able to victimize anybody again. A few kids would have probably got some new organs, and he'd be basically fertilizing some plants or poisoning them. I don't know which, but I don't know. But to watch the fake outrage and the dipshits that fall for it, you guys, so many of you are so fucking retarded. I do this for fun, or I had been doing this for fun. I don't monetize myself. You guys don't see me trying to link you to my other social media or any of that shit. But you do have a real life fucking predator. Somebody who's done disgusting things, and that pattern of behavior has continued since he's been on this fucking app. I mean, he's done it to men and to women. Look up Catcha, CATCHA, space, Con. Look at the room history. Now, what you'll see is Million Marathon did some rooms. You have Ion. You have some other ones. You get to hear and you get to see it on your screen. These people who are pretty prominent on this app talk about, and of course there's the victims that he met in mental health rooms. And it's funny, when he makes his response rooms, he never discusses anything that was said here or debunks it because he can't. Because I'm directing you to the fucking replays. He won't address it. But he'll just double down on he's fucking with my family. I don't know your family, dude. And quite frankly, the people that you were friends with, like KK, Brad, they question whether or not you even have fucking kids. They don't know. I don't know who your fucking kids are, Jay. Once again, I'm going to ask him to double down. Every room that I've done, every spinoff, every room that I've done, you guys have been recording me. We've been watching and recording you. What's really ironic is he says, he immediately, when he goes into these rooms, he says, well, he's doxing my family. He's doxing, Roger's family. Show one fucking clip over the course of the last 2 weeks where I have said anything. I have named one of your fucking family members, even one. That's Roger's or yours. You cannot find it. I talk about you and your history Your history is all of the ammunition I need to drag you through the fucking mud. What the fuck does your family have to do with it? If anything, by bringing up your family, that's going to make me look like the bad guy. Why would I do that? Why would I give you that out? I want to talk about what a piece of shit you are. I mean, it's that fucking simple. And I'm going to see a defamation attorney. You don't have the $7 to $10 grand that you have to put down. You guys can Google this for a John Doe lawsuit on social media. 7 to 10 grand down for a retainer. Most lawsuits typically fall between $15,000 and $30,000. Amazing. What are your damages? Oh, that's right. There is none. Oh, I posted news articles on an app where you gave your real name. Oh, I played replays and accusations about you. Amazing. I called you things like brat piece of shit. Okay, that's an opinion. That's fine. I can say the president is a rat piece of shit. He can't really sue me now, can he? No. And what are the damages? That's right. You can't sue me for anything, dumbass. And you're broke. You don't have that kind of money. So, that was a way he tried to get me to shut up. And now, they want to clip my accounts and stuff. Whatever. I give a fuck. I mean, I can do this all day. But, anyways, that was pretty much all I had to say about this stupid fuck. Just, guys, when he makes an accusation, tell him to show the fucking clip. You guys know we've been clipping each other, or recording each other, for the last 2 weeks. All he has to do is show a clip where I mentioned anything about his fucking family, identified any of them. I threatened any of them. Any of this shit. He cannot find him. I mean, I provide receipts for my accusations. He doesn't do it. That's because he's a con man. It's just what he does. It's how his brain is wired. He's a rat piece of shit for life. But I'll end there.
Thank you, Paul. Beaver, where should we go? What do you want to do?
I think sounds like that FA dude, whoever he won the war. Complete total victory. I don't care where we go now.
Should we I'll let Paul make this decision though. Can we allow Kitover back up here to say something or no?
He can. I mean, I don't care. He's not interrupting me now.
He might play a clip. I don't know.
If he can play whatever the fuck. See, this guy records every one of my fucking rooms, dude. He recorded all of them. Dude.
Yeah, everything is on YouTube. Like, this entire drama from start to finish, I'm not kidding you. I've spent weeks now recording this, and I'm really sick of it. Like, I am done filming it. And I hope tonight is the last night, Paul, that you stir the pot.
Well, I would say I made a good point here. They want to know, why did John and Jane do a big open room about Brad, talk about where he works?
Listen, I like the rule about not bringing drama in from other rooms, but as I put in the chat, I've been defamed, libeled, and slandered by Brad for a 72-hour period. At that point, I took legal steps to prevent him from continuing to do that on this app, and I posted the link for everybody to see. But the fact of the matter is, he's been making death threats to people on this app for years, and I'm not going to let that bullshit continue to fly. So I notified the FBI and the law enforcement in Houston where he lives. So I'm just saying it violates the law when you make death threats.
Okay, fine. Gene, okay, I'm not giving legal advice. So first of all, Abby is somebody that I did talk to about this. And, it's a nothing burger. Yes, she would know a lot more than me, obviously. Then when it comes to, just like you can use ChatGPT, you can use whatever you want, why go? And she was the one who alerted me that when you file a lawsuit, the retainer is going to cost thousands and thousands of dollars. She also said that in discovery, that you get to, that if he was to do that, I get access to all of his information as well. That's going to be his emails. That's going to be his communications. I'm going to be able to access a lot of shit a lot of personal shit that he would not probably want me to see. And so he opens himself up a lot to be, for me to basically be able to look at a lot of private information. And so that is what she was saying, and then of course it's the cost. But even what I ended up doing is verifying this, and I was looking up using AI and other stuff. It costs. It says on average it's between $7,000 to $10,000 is what the going rate is for just a retainer to do a John Doe.
Yeah, and you're not worried about it, Pepe, because you know that nobody has the money to sue your ass, and you don't even have enough money to make it worthwhile for a lawsuit.
Obviously, my dad. Well, some of you know my dad. Basically, he's an attorney to say the least. But kind of laughing. He's like, nobody would. It is possible if somebody had, like, I don't have shit to be sued for, so it's like
It's a nothing burger. This is all just drama and gossip. This is a show for everybody's entertainment and your dopamine addiction.
But I was addressing Jane in the chat. This was not me giving legal advice. This was actually after getting legal advice.
So super quick, just a quick skim. None of the three links that were dropped is of Pepe and Chillism where said doxing took place, which I don't think you would even have, John, simply because
No, I don't have the chillism. No, correct. I don't have that chillism.
Okay. That's where everything was said, right? So that's where
okay, then I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it then. What I know is that Roger had a room open. I was in that room. I said, listen, Pepe's got a room about you. So we live streamed Pepe into Roger's room. And after that conversation, he was gone. Roger was gone. Everything was finished. So that's, it's 2 weeks ago at this point. I have 13.
Oh, no. I got you. Here's the story that's
yeah, that was your room, Matt.
And I'll give it a quick overview. Was that at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning? I don't know, because everyone's on like 3 different time zones here. Between 1 and 4 in the morning, depending on where you are in the world, Pepe happened to be in a room, in a Chillism room, where Eric was a mod. And I guess Pepe, supposedly, not yet confirmed, but I guess Shai said she heard it. Shai says she heard it, but Pepe read Roger's LinkedIn employment.
No, I didn't. That's not how it happened. There's people in this room that know what happened. This is how we caught Adams lying. This did not happen.
Okay, let me finish super quick. I'll let you do that. I just want to say this is the story. So the story is Shai heard you reading out Roger's employment and speaking of his mother and the caretaking and yada. That's the story that's being told.
His mother had passed away. That's sad. I did not know about that. I've never talked about her. I literally just learned about this a few days ago. When it comes to, I went into Chillism. When I went into Roger's room, that's where I first used his PTR, because I switched it out to his PTR on his stage. When I did that, I got kicked out from his room. It's fine. Then I went into Chillism. And then I said, I pretty much volunteered, like, yeah, that's Roger in the PTR. I totally did that. And I did say, like, I did make generalizations, like, oh, here's the, Mr. 6'3", 175 or whatever stupid shit he said. He likes to fat shame people. And, I did make references about, like, that's funny. I heard his job history. He doesn't sound like he's pulling into big bucks. Like he used to try to shame people on here. They were not. I guess they were not. I don't know, well off. And I had said like, yeah, I mean, this guy's full of fucking shit. And then other people were saying, from season 1, were like, yeah, we remember he was selling like Pokemon cards from his. He's been like living with his mom or some shit. And I was like, oh, amazing. That is like the extent of it. Like I never said anything, but was there a private room, and I mean a private, where it was not public facing, where there was somebody who, I guess maybe was connected with them on LinkedIn, I don't know, and that had went over their job history. That's how I found out about it. And so they were like reading it out loud. That, once again, that's not doxing. He came on here with this public information. And the only comment I alluded to was like, yeah, dude, I heard about his job history. It's literally hearing it, the years, the times, all of that shit. It's like, yeah, this dude, how the fuck is this dude making good money? Like, it's what a load of shit. That's, I mean, I basically said stuff along those lines. I never ever read out anywhere where he worked. And I don't even know if he has it. I don't recall a job being listed for like now. Maybe there is, I don't recall, but I definitely didn't say anything about a current employer, and I did not name the name of any past employer.
Well, the point is, what is all this about, Pepe? Like, what are you getting out of this by being the king of Clown House? Like, have you looked in the mirror and realized it's all pathetic and you just keep stirring the pot and it's stupid?
It says the guy with fucking skid marks in his underwear who has like 60 phones to film like every fucking room on Clubhouse and then troll Clubhouse in a very shitty manner. I mean, what do you get out of it?
Well, I get a free cast of characters. I get to create YouTube channels of random people playing a drama role on stage, and that's called drama. You guys are theater actors. I just think you're too stupid to even think you realize it. And I'm the only one monetizing and capturing your drama now, you schmuck.
Monetizing? Your videos have like barely any views, dude. I've seen them.
We have 25,000 videos up on YouTube across 30 accounts. We're going to make hundreds of thousands of dollars from your drama.
They monetize when they get like fucking 10 to 100 viewers each. Like, that's what they fucking
It's cumulative, schmuck. I got 60 phones.
We were all concerned about your mental health, John. That's how it started.
Believe it or not, that is actually, like, it didn't start with the fucking photo. We were saying that, like, why is, first of all, there's two people Roger has always fucking hated, and it was Monica and John, you obviously. Now, all of a sudden, John.
Well, that's because I recorded the shit out of the Roger Mayhem experience. I made Roger Mayhem the movie. I tracked him. Everything he said, I put it on YouTube. You can go to YouTube right now, type in Roger Mayhem Clubhouse, and see all the classics.
Yeah, I remember when he was threatening to sue you before. I remember. Now, with Monica, for example, he totally disliked her. Then he started like moderating her. I think gave her an admin. And then he was like sitting there. He's obviously trolling. He's like, see, listen to this. Like, wow, I think I'm in love with her. How can you not be attracted to this? Like, basically playing in her face. Then he's doing it to you. And, you know, I've already told you how I feel. There's obviously some...
Yeah, I know you don't like me. You think I'm a schmuck. Why am I recording you even right now? Of course, I know. But now this is your 100th account, and you're saying I have mental health problems? You're a schmuck who keeps stirring a pot every single day with JB and Mojo and others. This show's over, stupid. I've already finished recording it. So just stop, schmuck.
Go ahead and go on, because he should watch it.
I think I was going to anything like that, man. What's wrong with you, nigga?
I mean, it is kind of over with, dude. We don't need to keep hearing it, do we?
No, bro. If he want to talk about that shit, he gonna talk about that shit, nigga. Don't disrespect that guy, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga.
When I take a fucking week off, go ahead and suck his dick some more, Mike. Go ahead. I'm not doing it.
Why are you trying to get in on it and get a humble, bro?
Pepe, I like you, bro. I do, but come on, man. Let's move on a little bit, dude. Really. I'm just saying.
I'm too mounted, but don't disrespect Pepe, nigga.
I'm not trying to, bro. I'm just saying, let's come on. It's a little selfish to just talk about the same thing about you, Pepe. I'm just saying. You know what? I mean that with love, dude.
I know it, but here's the weird thing. And I made like a little political room last night, and over something I would find more interesting. And like people didn't even want to show up for that. Why? Because there's no drama, there's no chaos, there's no. If I start, I'm not even kidding. Let's just say I was in a fight with somebody else other than JB. and let's just say this person is Mr. X or something. We'll just call him Mr. X. And I was just saying, like, and I was like, put a picture of his mom. Let's say it was in a traffic accident, and her pieces were all over the place, and she was decapitated during the accident. I'm like, look at this, your mom, your dead mom. Fuck that bitch. She got a good death. Fuck you. She gave birth to you. And I was saying like the most horrible shit, and I was being like super fucking mean. Like I would have so many more people in this room because you fucking pieces of shit and assholes love to fucking see it. You guys love to fucking see it. Now I'm gonna point at the goo. You fucking pieces of shit that like to see, you guys like to see this shit. That's why why are the biggest rooms the ones where people are getting exposed, where people are, doxing each other. We've seen this on Clubhouse. And we all know it, and those are the people that literally, why is it that on any given day, these drama rooms that involve some salacious details, because, do you know what Kira did? Kira was staying with me, but she needed a place to stay, and then she ended up getting like blackout drunk, and then she took a big diarrhea shit in the hallway, and then she ended up inviting this guy over, and I was like walking out to get something to eat, and then she was sucking dick, and all of a sudden I was like, what are you doing? And he skied it all over her face. Oh my god, it was like this trashy shit. And like you stupid motherfuckers are attracted to it. Like, I'm just gonna be fair. Like, I don't watch Jerry Springer. I don't watch reality TV. I don't watch any of this shit. I watch actually really boring shit. I actually like to listen to liberal pricks like Ezra Klein and see, like, what does the other side have to say? What are their opinions? I kind of find that more interesting. But you people in the goo can all suck my fucking dick. Every fucking one of you, all the people that want to judge me. You people are here because you're somehow entertained by it. Whether it's because you have a morbid curiosity, whether it is because you find it funny, it doesn't matter. You're entertained by it. So you can suck a fucking dick. Fuck all of you people. Literally, fuck every single one of you. In the goo, my middle finger's pointing at all of you. Suck a fucking dick, choke on it on cum, spit it out, and then fucking choke on it some more, and then just I don't know, go to bed.
Thank you.
Fuck all you people.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you so much. That was I can feel it. I can just feel it coming. You just got it off your chest. I'm so happy for you. That's excellent, Paul. Appreciate that. I think Brock wanted to just say something really quick. Brock, are you there on the stage or not?
Yeah, I'm here on the stage. I'm present, Matt. How have you been, brother?
I'm doing just fine, Brock. Thank you.
That's good. Hey, I just wanted to see if you were still, what realm are you in? Are you still with the girl who doesn't sleep?
Wait, what?
You know the girl who doesn't sleep? You know Abby? A girl in the app named Abby?
I know many Abbies, yeah.
Okay, well, Abby from Germany, like the
That's
Turkish
right,
girl.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So Matt Cole was part of that train. Matt, that's still you, right?
Nah, I don't hang out with them.
Oh, you don't play?
They all hate me.
All right, then I don't have no further questions. You're on.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you. Paul, do you want to continue, or where do you want to go? I think Jarrell came out too.
Yeah, I didn't actually have anything to say other than that this sucks.
Oh, that's not nice, Jarrell.
But look at where this Canadian cocksucker is. He's on your stage because he's entertained by. He's called me racist, deplorable,
You are
all kinds of names.
Everyone
Amazing.
knows it. What do you mean?
Amazing. Yeah, yes. Well, I'm waiting to call myself an official racist because I've been asking the KKK to let me open up a Phoenix chapter of your organization. They're still not, they're getting a little slow to respond. But then I want to be able to wear that white hood and burn a cross in the background in my PTR, and then be able to say, "Yep, I'm racist," and stand on my square.
Well, what it is, can I just say, Jarrell, man, how many fucking people are racist on this app, dude? Just because we're white doesn't mean we're racist. Like, the black people in here are openly fucking racist.
But those blacks are not even human. Those blacks aren't even human. Why do we have to listen to them? But you live in Canada, you don't have to deal with these animals. The looting and stealing and the robberies. It's such nasty people.
Hey, Pepe, can I send you back to Mexico where you belong?
Again.
Great. Yeah, you can. Yes. And then apparently, who doesn't get kicked off the app and has to get a party hat in order to get back on?
Why do you
I'll say whatever.
Do you want to reverse? Do you want to reverse anchor, baby? What is it that you're trying to get out of me?
No, I actually just want you to disappear.
You want me to disappear, you stupid whore? Why don't you post a picture of your
So what do we think about Kim Jong-un meeting up with India, Russia, and China? What's the new
Seriously?
sort of relationship that's going to populate from that?
Our friends, yeah, we know. I know that. It's called
Maybe.
like the China.
Maybe India's done with Trump.
Bro, yeah, we know that. We know that for a while. Right? I mean, that's not like a new development here, right? I mean, the North Korea has been like a proxy for
It
China.
is a new development. They have a brand new defense treaty that they've never had before. They extended their meeting to have Kim Jong-un join. It was supposed to be ended today. It's now been extended. So this is new breaking news. So I'm just curious what people think from I don't know if anyone's read their new alliance. It's brand new. Has anyone read it?
Well, it's not brand new. They've like I said.
This particular alliance it's for other nations to join. Unlike the UN, no nations would be kicked out or gone through an interview process. Like this just happened.
You know what this could be? We talk about breaks. You know that Kim Jong-un doesn't have a butthole?
He doesn't have to poop, and neither did his dad or his grandpa.
You do realize like that most of those soldiers are full of parasites. Like that one who ran over and got shot, and ran over to South Korea. He had he was full of fucking parasites.
I mean, do we really care that they're full of parasites when they're dying of starvation and being put through the meat grinder by Russia to be slaughtered by Ukrainians? I mean, the parasite thing is kind of like I mean, I get it. If it's parasites in your food in America, it's kind of a big deal. But North Korea, that's kind of the last thing you really worry about.
All I'm saying, this is saying that she's afraid that this new alliance with Russia and China and North Korea is something to be worried
Didn't
about.
say I was afraid. I was trying to change the topic from drama. So this was new occurring event that took place. I'm not afraid of shit. I just made it very clear. Moving on to the subject of something new. Anybody else want a new topic?
Wait, degree. So, is there a name for this? I need to look it up. I haven't had a chance to even follow this.
So Marshall and I were talking about this earlier. It's a new defense alliance that was just formed. I'll go ahead and find it.
A new defense alliance.
Into it.
Yeah, so Modi, the fuck is his name?
Hold on, I did not give
The
you
president
the floor.
in China.
I'd like to say hello to my love.
Amazing.
Thank you. Okay, hello, my.
So the president
Has been dominating the news.
China, Modi from India, and Kim Jong, right?
Yep, they've been, they had photo ops and everything.
I got myself Putin too. Is that enough?
Yeah, Putin. It was Putin, Moody, and goddamn, Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah,
Why am I
you're talking about? Because
I don't know why I can't draw it. I could normally just come up with his name.
nobody. JP, yes.
Yeah.
All about the Indians, Prime Minister.
You don't have to focus on that.
And Mike. No, China.
And India's Prime Minister, Modi, he was there too. Which is kind of a weird alliance because he's kind of like somewhat of a civic nationalist, but also like a Hindu nationalist. How do I put it? Kind of like wouldn't say far right, but he's right wing and kind of controversial for
India. He's right wing. Yeah, he's right wing. Conservative. I just wanted to
What is China's end goal? Like they have a they have a population that is like they've lied in their past census. They have their birth rate is like we think it's low in the West. It is abysmal, which is China, which is they have a very top-heavy population. I don't really see
doesn't
how
matter if you're PLO, Islamic
what is even
Jihad,
their fucking future.
Tanzim, Hamas.
I don't
They're all
see
the
how they
same.
come.
The
I
only flavor of
honestly see
politics they
that
have
power
is we will destroy Israel.
continually
We will
going
kill
down
all
as
the Jews.
time goes on. And the one unique ability that we have, it's the only thing I will say is good about quote unquote multiculturalism is that America does, even though I hate that we have like I do think we have an elite, wealthy class that is very antagonistic and even against the middle class in general. We do get to, I will say it is a good thing that we do get to tap the top talent from throughout the world. They do come to the United States and Western countries in general, and I don't really see how China is, and even Russia, that is one of their biggest problems, is all of their talented young adults end up leaving. You know, I don't see it happening.
I was thinking that maybe because the Chinese are coming in, organized religion and stuff. With their
the communism is different today, though.
I know, but what I'm trying to get at here with their birth rate issues, couldn't they almost do a eugenics program where they would find kind of the more desirable, taller, physically attractive, physical people?
No, that's not their problem. No.
They just don't. Let me finish, motherfucker. Have a big old sperm bank, and they could inseminate these women and fix their and in a short time they can maybe fix their birth rate.
No, it's not. No, because that's the reason. You have to look at the reason why they have a low birth rate. And a lot of people cite the one-child policy that played into it, but the same thing that's affecting birth rates globally, especially as countries become more industrialized. China had like a huge agrarian society, but a lot of these people were rural. As they industrialized, everybody flocked to their cities. It's very when you're getting an education and then you're working, and you're living in an urban area, it becomes very hard to have children.
We know.
Yeah, sure, but hold on. So their birth rates tanked just like they have in East Asia. Okay, look, you don't have a communist country in South Korea or Japan. Once again, these are two countries, highly industrialized, highly urban. They have way lower birth rate, not way lower, but lower birth rates than Western countries that are highly industrialized. If you look at Latin America even, a lot of people don't understand this. And it's projected that what we've been seeing over the last few decades, where we've seen these brown Latin Americans trying to get into America, that is likely going to come to an end. Their birth rates are fucking tanking. Mexico's becoming much more industrialized.
Why do you want me to report this loser?
Country.
Because he's using my photo.
These people are not going to. We're not going to have this.
Yeah, how dare you? I'm going to report your account right now.
The one exception being Sub-Saharan
How dare
Africa, which
you?
is obviously a lot less industrialized.
Post some more photos, Jacob. Let's see some other risky photos before you get clipped. Go ahead, Jacob.
Yes, but China.
Post more photos so we can get you clipped quicker.
Low birth rates for the same reasons that Westerners are. You're not going to change it with eugenics. They simply having kids is actually having kids.
Look at the size of those honey apples. Holy cow.
Actually costs you money, it costs you time, it makes your life a whole lot harder. Whereas when you were rural people, right, it actually, economically, and of course, it made your whole life, but you're fucking retarded, but you're bringing up eugenics, it has nothing to do with eugenics.
Dude, why don't you let people fucking talk instead of you just fucking blabbering off forever? That's the problem with you, Pepe. You gotta mute up here and let people talk, dude. It's not just the fucking Pepe shit.
But even if you're retarded, okay.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
Let us speak.
No shit. Let other people speak. We don't want to just hear you blabber off, dude, for a fucking hour about.
Okay, tell me why the birth rate's low in China.
You interrupted him again, but not trying to put it up.
We don't care.
No, he's saying they can fix the birth rate. I'm asking why, if they can fix it, then what is the fucking cause? Because you obviously have to address the fucking cause of the low birth rate. What is the cause of the low birth rate in fucking China?
First of all, they had a one-child policy, which definitely caused a domino effect. But also just, less people having sex. I don't know. I mean,
That's not it. This is well documented.
It's the one-child policy that actually killed the whole.
No, the one-child policy started it. No. God damn it. If there's one thing that I'm autistic about, it is demographic fucking change, okay? Literally, what the fuck happened in South Korea and Japan? The work culture is also, pretty strenuous, even in comparison to the West, and they stop having fucking kids. This is something that has been proven time and time and time again. You're seeing it happen in Latin America now. That is the fucking cause. You don't have people barefooted, your 10 fucking children and your wife picking corn or whatever fucking crops, milking cows, doing whatever fucking shit they used to do. Okay? It's not, they don't have the same fucking lifestyles they had. They're not gonna have as many fucking kids. It's common fucking sense.
So it's idiocracy is the truth. I mean, idiocracy is true, man.
So I'm just gonna bring it back here. So the reason I brought it up is that, and I could be wrong, wasn't it the Himalayan border, when was that, 2019, 2020, like China and India, got into a damn, close call for war. So the fact that, and I'm looking up a couple of notes here, the fact that the three of them met was quite impeccable. They stated that there could be alliances on a military basis between the three nations. That's not been confirmed. However, they all disclosed that they're deepening cooperations in trade, fertilizer, space, security, and culture, military to be pending. So that's why I brought it up. The fact that India and China are in each other's presence is quite literally just gobsmacking. I don't think anybody thought that was going to happen after the war that they almost entered just 5 years ago. So
India was the first country to ban TikTok. Do you know that?
What does that have to do with what I just said?
No, the alliance part is I'm just making a correction. Whatever the alliance that so far that you recently talked about, where North Korea and China and Russia are part of it, I think that's not going to work or in
It
favor.
just happened today, hun. They all met today. They did a very nice photo op.
I'm telling you, these guys have been kind of cozying up to each other for 4 years. I'm sorry.
I'm just bringing a note to this.
Get off your butt like that, man.
I'm bringing a note to it because it's interesting to see the new sort of international relations that are being formed, right? So something to keep an eye on. Nothing I personally see as a big red flag, but it is interesting to see how our adversaries are kind of formulating other alliances with nations that we too have equally looked into, including India.
Have you heard of the Belt and Road Initiative?
Oh boy. I can't. Have I heard of the what? The what?
It's called the Belt and Road Initiative.
Okay, can we stop?
I'm not well grounded on that. No, does that have to do with the trade with the Silk Road or something?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's it's a big old trade. It's basically a China. It's the Silk Road economic belt. It's literally spans 150 countries.
We can't talk about ding dong time with the tip ball and Nick to death. Thank you very much. All Chinese, very long.
I'm really not just thinking you're so fucking gay that you have to have this all about you, and if it isn't, that you're gonna throw a tantrum. But could you please mute up for a little bit, bro? This is why this app is getting gay, because People like you went around on it, okay? So shut the fuck up.
You've been bad boy. Step into my Han Chinese song for 20 minutes. It's a gosh chingo, bad boy.
I've been breathing on that mountain. I'm not allowed to.
Yeah. Anyway, this guy's 30 years old. It's a little strange, but mountain stuff being buttered. Anyway, so yeah. So it's been like a variety.
It's not mountain being butthurt, Prince. I don't know if you just got here, but like other people are like trying to have discussions in this room, and it's impossible with.
Dude, literally, like, if you say that I'm getting, that's exactly what it is. Like, Pepe wants it to only be about him. If it's not him talking about him and JB and their fucking gay relationship, it's Pepe talking about literally just Pepe blabbering. And if it's Pepe doesn't get the fucking floor, then Pepe's gonna literally have like a seizure on here, like he's fucking 13. Kick John out of here because Don was trying to say a few things. So then you can 2 hours of him fucking just him having the floor. You gotta wonder why I take breaks off this app, or probably, like why I'm disinterested. We did like, what the fuck are we devolved?
Blame top left. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, don't like it. Since you kicked John so much for, at Pepe's command, bro, are you gonna...
First lady.
Hi, beautiful. How are you?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. It's so good to see you. God, I feel like I haven't spoken to you in I don't even know how long.
I know. We used to hang out so much. Life just changed.
Hello, First Lady.
Hey.
Welcome, good evening, First Lady.
Hey,
I
honey.
need to start some of that.
Sorry, don't get me in trouble with Matt, y'all. Please, please, please. Y'all got Beaver on stage. I had to come on stage. Y'all got Beaver out the fucking goo.
Listen, girl. I literally told him privately. I was like, I almost cried because
Shit, dude.
it's been 3 years since Bieber has been back on stage and unmiked.
Bro, good job.
Facts.
When the next bag of work, bro. Fucking douchebag. I have a big mic over it. Alright, right now.
I can barely hear you, hon. Are you talking, Prince?
Really? Your mic is super low, dude.
Like you're muffling there.
It's lower. Are you on your speaker? Are you using like headphones? Or are you using your speaker? I'm trying on these wireless ones that I found. You're sounding better now. You're sounding better now. Yeah.
We can hear you now. Well, hello there, Prince.
Right now, how you been?
How are you?
So, Mrs. Drew, can you talk a little bit more about the alliance and what the purpose is and how is that?
Why the hell are you?
Yeah, guys, let Prince speak. You guys are just attacking him out the gate. Just let him speak.
Thank you, Mr. Pepe. We appreciate it.
My name is fucking Pete. It's Pete.
Pete. Right, Pete. You know what? There's something, there's some sort of denial in the United States and people in the West at large when it comes to China. Because the first thing you do when the China issue is brought up is you run to sort of trying to fetch the problems that the Chinese society and economy are suffering from. Not realizing or acknowledging you have those very same problems. If you want to talk about fertility rates, yes, they're pretty low in China. I think it's 1.2 in China, it's 1.5 in the US. But the reason why it's higher in the US, and it's higher, but it's not
number that you want it to be. You want it to be around 1.8. It's 1.5 in the U.S. because of migration. But most of you in the room voted and migration or mass migration to the United States, and the same happening in European countries. So basically, you're on the same trajectory as China. That's what you need to realize. And this is going to take maybe a decade or 15 years to materialize, but it's coming. So how do you solve this? So if they have a birth rate issue, you have it too. They have economic issues, you have it too. They have high inflation, you have it too. And that's maybe what gets us closer to a major world war, so we can reshuffle both resources around the world. And regarding India and China, there are also border disputes between Russia and India, and Pakistan and India, and they got into a clash a few months ago. But the common denominator between all these countries is that they want a piece of the cake, and the current balance of power in the world has expired a while ago. Why is France and the UK one of the top 5 nations in the Security Council with veto powers? Well, that was as a result of World War II, because they were victorious, but that's over. They don't have the economic weight anymore. They don't have the military weight anymore. There are new players entering the game, and they want to redistribute the power.
I agree 100%. It's what I was trying to. I was not even trying to intervene in that conversation, but when it comes to the birth rate issue, I don't think he understands that, like, what's happened with countries as they become far more industrialized. The birth rate issue affects, like, literally every demographic the same fucking way as they go more rural to urban, and they become more educated, and cities are a lot more expensive. Kids get in the way of not only your education and your career, but they also they're extremely expensive to deal with. Like, if you're living in an urban environment as opposed to, like, how a lot of them lived in the past in rural communities. Not only did it not necessarily was it a lot cheaper, but it often was advantageous to have a lot of kids. So
Pete, let me put a spin to this. Do you know what's the fertility rate for Islam religion? And so if that is a problem, how is people of a particular religion being able to excel in that space? And do you know how much, like,
Sure, but if you talk about first generation immigrants, like what you see like in Europe, they're going to have more kids. Just like Mexicans have more kids when the ones that first come into America, they have more kids than the native born Americans. But then that starts to grind to a halt for them as well after a generation or two. So I don't. When we look at Europe, a lot of them are basically first generation. Not all of them, depending on which country, but a lot of them are. So I don't really like to compare them to the native-born population. Now, when it comes to religiosity, I do think that is something that
This show's
you
called.
should
That
take
never shuts up.
take into account. Like, if we were to here in Arizona, we have a fairly large Mormon community. They are known for having a lot of kids. And
nobody cares.
Amazing. But I would say that if you look at different communities, we can look at the Mormons. We can look at Orthodox Jews are also.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Who is this? Who is that? But we can look at Orthodox Jews are known for having lots of kids. Mormons, people that are kind of in a lot more religious. When it comes to the larger denominations of Christianity, which are obviously the majority of the country, I don't know if like how religious you are ties into that, but there's definitely religious communities that tend to have a lot more kids, which for cultural reasons.
But Pete, you know, I was literally in the room yesterday where the Indians had a topic that's very similar to this as to how quickly India could actually be a Republic Islam because of the alarming rate of how the Muslim population is growing.
Way, dude. Who is this asshole who just came on here and just like? So he's like fucking. You're noise trolling everybody that since you come on stage, dude. Shut the fuck up.
What Michael?
What he just said, though.
Art, just shut the fuck up and let the other guy speak.
Who was talking?
Art started noise trolling when I was talking. Now he's noise trolling when this other guy's
Stopped
talking.
it earlier. Art, just be on mute. You'll have your turn if you want to talk. But who was talking before that was the Prince?
Okay. No.
Hokie, go for it. You gotta do.
So what I was saying is like how they made it as an agenda, and that's part of one of the even in the United States we're kind of addressing that issue in a way when it comes to migration, you know. And then India has the same problem too, and a lot of other Indian population is not able to populate the country with their own, you know, people, versus where migrants, especially from Islamic and Middle East and all the other regions, where they're able to migrate and populate at a much better rate compared to what the native population is. And as a country, how do you address this problem? I mean, like,
You don't let Muslims into your country. That's like
I've always wanted to see Prince.
that's one way. I think that's you think I'm laughing. You think I'm saying
No, I get it.
I actually believe this.
So, like, see, this is where the thin line is, right? And how do you come into, so, like, the United States allows freedom of religion, just as much as freedom of speech, right? You just can't blindly say, oh, we can't allow you.
Yo, Howard, this is the Pepe house. I had to make a room dedicated to him because this fucking guy is unstoppable, unmatched. I don't think anybody's had more accounts for Pepe other than me, probably. But this room is dedicated to Pepe's inability to ever shut the fuck up. He's gotta keep talking. Always Pepe, all the time. You'll see. This is the Pepe house. Welcome. This is Pepe never shuts up.
Yeah, but they all like move into one area of the United States, and then like if someone's European ethnic group.
Howard, if you could go back to the other room and tell everybody that Mojo has a house called Pepe, and he has a room open called Pepe Never Shuts Up, and he's encouraging everybody to report his new Pete account to get him clipped again, so tomorrow he's got to get a new account. We'll just keep the game going. But make sure he knows that it was Mojo in the PP house. Thanks, Howard.
Is the question that, by the way, Arabs on average have higher income than white and black Americans. So is the question, Alki, that are you like afraid of Muslim replacement in America? Is that the question you're asking?
That's a good question, but I don't see Muslims replacing the American culture.
I mean, it's pretty much, hold on, it's pretty much already been going on. I think when people think about Muslim, they only think about like Sheikh or, you know, Shiite or whatever, Sunni Muslims that are connected with terrorism. But you got the Nation of Islam.
No
Like, they're Muslim. You have
science, ignorance. Science versus ignorance.
Science is greater than ignorance.
Fascism.
Like definitely, and
Autism is not a crisis. Autism is active.
I would protect kids.
yeah.
What do you need? Like, I would say that
It's the gun.
I'm not scared. I would say that when it comes to era. I don't want to say era. Let's say
Workers over billionaires.
Shut the fuck up, Art.
It's patriotic.
Everyone's kind of
No, he's just like, he keeps on.
Let Pepe fucking speak.
I'm just so we all know he speaks enough. We all
But like when it comes to.
And then he stopped.
Amazing. So like.
Let Pepe fucking speak.
Thank you, Earpiece. I followed you.
I did not follow him.
Okay. So when it comes to least not all Arabs. I would say, Persians are an example. A lot of them, depending on which part of the U.S., of course. We generally brain drain those immigrants kind of similarly like we do to India. A lot of them tend to be legal immigrants, and the hurdle is very that they have to jump over is pretty high. And so, yeah, I would say on average, if I had to guess, yeah, they're going to outperform native-born Americans. I don't really care about, I'm guessing at most maybe 1% of the population is Muslim.
We just proved it again. Pepe never shows up.
It's so like, when it 1%. So like, I don't have a problem with that. I would say like Europe, I think it's kind of. And as a lot of Gulf states have pointed out, like you guys do, they would say like, dude, you guys let in a lot of the trash from the Middle East into your countries, and you allow groups and organizations that we outlaw, like, Muslim Brotherhood, for example. We do not allow them in our countries, but yet you guys are like too afraid to seem to be racist, so you allow them. We can look at the grooming gang situation. I think I'm actually going to lay most of the blame on white people in that example. These whites were too. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying. But hold on. But I'll say it is that it was. You had a lot of Muslims doing it. I would say largely these Muslims were getting away with it. But hold on. And the reason why is because the police did not want to be seen as racist, so they would not fucking crack down on them. Where it's just like, if you would have basically not been scared to be called racist and just like literally apply the fucking law equally, it wouldn't have been a fucking problem. But these whites and virtue signals, as they are,
We're never gonna patrol your area. Patrol my area. Even if I stay in the upper middle class area, black area, they're not gonna patrol that shit the way a white man's area community. It's not gonna be the same. It's not gonna be.
The white area is boring. If you patrol a white area, you're gonna be like, there's an armed robbery? What? Oh my god!
No, there's crime there, but that's the problem. You guys have crime over there. Your kids are bullying too. Your kids are taking pills too. Your kids are doing shit too over there. They're just not fucking reporting it. They only want to report what the black kids are doing.
Your piece, it's really interesting though, because it's my understanding, and I'm in the white area where we're definitely, there's plenty of police around here, and they are patrolling the shit out of this area. So I don't know what the hell you're talking about, because they just don't deal with shit. But the difference that I've understood is that in general, in the quote unquote white areas or affluent areas, that we're more apt to report crime and wrongdoing than
They're not reporting on TV. And your kids are doing the same shit that our
But
kids
they especially reported on the TV. Like, I would say, like, when you have like young black boys killing each other, that is like more than half of the homicides in the United States. So they don't. It's like, oh, okay, how is this news? This has been going on for decades. But when you get this like nice upper middle class white man and he decides, you know what, I'm gonna cheat on my wife. You know what? No, fuck that bitch. I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna put her in a fucking suitcase. Oh, my little girls. Oh, I'm gonna drown them in a well. What ends up happening? They basically end up putting in like Hallmark movies about these people, and they're like, oh my god. And the reason why it's so sensational with white people is because it's something relatable to them. They're like, you mean this nice white man did that? Oh my god. Whereas like, to be fair, in the white community, they're like, oh, some like young little, YNs ended up, gunning each other down. Amazing. They do that like every fucking weekend. Like, right? You don't need to sensationalize one of their cases.
Yeah, I think you were trying to make a point, but I feel like you missed it, Pepe.
Well, I think you're a young snowbody, and so you're trying to be relevant. That's why you go into Bitcoin spaces, trying to go around all men, trying to get a lot of attention. because you can't get attention in real life, and so you're done here. You're out of your range. You're out of your range. You're not making any. You're not staying on top of it. I don't go into all girls. I don't go into all women's rooms and try to center myself. Like I don't do that.
You just try and center yourself in every
No, I'm not being science ignorant.
Say something of substance. I want to hear this. You said say something of substance. I want everybody to feel your range. Go ahead, say something of substance.
Protect democracy. Autism is not a crisis. Autism is
What the fuck does that got to do with America? We live in America, motherfucker. Talk about
I mean, try to say something of substance about the conversation we were having.
Talk about substance in Australia.
The impact on America when other countries choose Chinese currency over the US dollars and then join BRICS. Do you understand what that means for your future?
Australia's not trying BRICS, you stupid fuck. Like, where do you get this dumb shit from?
Okay, cool. You think they're not. Watch what happens.
Okay, when do you think any of the Anglosphere countries, especially one of the Five Eyes country, is going to join BRICS? Like, that is the dumbest fucking shit I've ever heard. Nobody has ever fucking speculated that.
If you think so.
So you said something of substance, but okay, based on what? On what, your beefies? On vibes? What is that based on?
Okay, how about right now you got China and Russia and India hanging out, and Kenya is on the way in a train to hang out.
What does that have to do with one of the Anglosphere countries, you stupid motherfucker?
Get him the fuck out of here.
No, y'all just don't want to hear factual.
No, you're fucking retarded. You have zero basis to making that kind of fucking opinion. You're a fucking idiot.
About how he thinks the Indian population is going to become Islam. Is he fucking stupid?
Oh my God. Right now, he is moderating.
That would never happen.
I'm actually half convinced at this point that Pepe is Matt Cool. And that
You don't even sound the same. Like, you're so...
No.
Okay, Matt, say something the same time as me. Matt, just say Matt. Pepe. Say it. We're doing it at the same time.
What?
We don't.
We don't.
Hold on, Matt. It's because you let Pepe go on and on and on and on.
He has a very much on his pick on these things, a very good range, you know.
Kind of until he goes totally off the.
Okay, Bella, didn't you say something of substance, you stupid bitch? You never have anything to contribute.
Do you have anything to contribute? That's what
Analyze and study. I'm going to repeat.
Even if
New
somebody.
poll at the top.
What does it have shit to contribute? Do you have anything to fucking contribute?
How the hell can I contribute whenever I'm getting muted? Like, how can I even possibly contribute?
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr.
New poll. Vote.
Really, right up. This is the same poll I saw when I came in. I need to refresh.
It says, what research group would
Moves and Pepe never gets moved. Fuck all of
Oh my
you.
God.
Like, literally fuck all
Fuck you, Bella. Suck a fucking dick, bitch.
He is such a.
Go suck some fucking crypto bro dick, you stupid bitch.
I say 2 words and you guys move me in the audience. You are the biggest chicken shit mods I've ever seen. I wasn't even doing it. Bullshit. That's what they do to me all the time. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. No, it's fucking ridiculous. He tells me to make.
Talking. You're doing it again. Just chill out. Just chill. You're good. Don't worry about it.
There's a lot of fashion here. There's a lot of fashion.
No.
I guess your piece got moved too.
Okay, alright. You know what? Whenever you guys kick Pepe, then I'll shut up. Until you have fucking balls and kick Pepe off the stage, then you can keep.
Matt, you're a fucking faggot. Miss, you're a fucking bitch. Fuck you, Beaver. Fuck you. Fuck you guys. Fuck all of you. Fuck.
10 years. That is for sure. It is for sure that Matt has not had sex in 10 years.
You know,
There we
you're
have
going
it.
down too. Enjoy yourself.
Texas just as full of retarded people at this point. You know, if it were up to me, Matt, I would probably move 70% of the stage.
Yeah, I'd keep myself up here for sure.
Definitely not you.
This is why you don't open rooms.
Fuck you guys! How dare you keep me off the fucking stage?
So, I am trying to figure out what is these questions. I don't understand. I'm so lost what they mean, you know? Like, what is all this mean? Like, what is psycho? What is?
Okay, so
I just want to let her know that lady that was in here. Hold on, that lady that was in here, I want to let her. It's because I'm black and she's white.
I'm black.
They only fuck with me and you guys are moving down over black.
You nailed it.
Yeah.
That's not true, sister. I'm black.
Yeah, it's because I'm black. You guys want to do this shit because I'm.
okay, so there's too many black people on this stage, including myself, for it to be a because I'm
Me
black.
too.
So back to Matt's comment. So research proves we would be the wet dream of so many psychiatric behavioral research groups. It's not even funny. You have got a collection of strangers who have never met, covering all races, all economic, social categories, and we have people making noises, screaming, hyperventilating. We're covering race, we're covering politics, we're covering geopolitical, international.
US dollar.
Oh my God, 100%. So I'm just curious. Do you think whose wet dream who would be wetter, right? Let's just call it for what it is.
Elon Musk.
Adversaries? Would
That's what we're doing
adversaries
right now.
would adversaries enjoy to see, majority Americans fighting and hating one another? Would the CIA and NSA really enjoy to see the level of intellect that its nation has? Or would the psychiatric community just enjoy watching the intense level of heightened stupidity with actual certain levels of, intellect? So, yeah, cast your vote.
It's pretty amazing you can't get all these people in one room. And the thing that you can actually even hold a room. No, it is really true. Think about that.
Is this a safe space for black people too? Like, are we allowed to?
I'm
black.
Are we allowed to be in here?
Your piece, I think I'm dark.
Whatever people say is a safe psychological evaluations. I'm going to go with that. Yeah, that sounds like a wonderful gift because there's a lot of people that there's like a big melting pot. Let's be honest.
Anyways, I thought I would
King.
change the topic a little bit
King
and
Trump is
see what you guys think.
I love
Do you open the stage up again to save
Rest in peace, King Trump. Rest in peace.
Trump is right here. He's on stage. We're good. We're all good. We're safe.
I thought he died.
Well, hello there. Look at all these wonderful looking people. This is amazing. Oh my God. You know, I've been tearing my ass off all day. I thought I'd come in here and listen to you guys. Hey, happy Labor Day.
Happy Labor Day, King Trump.
Thank you, Donald.
Fascinating. Donald, are you excited that Europe has invited you back for a second visit already?
I'm always excited. I tell you, I like to go to a lot of places, do a lot of things. But I assure you, when we're going over there, there's a lot of things we're going to talk about. And there's probably a lot of things that's going to talk about, but there's probably going to be a lot of things that don't happen. Let's be honest, okay?
If you ever want to come down to the Gulf of America, I'll take you.
You know what I say? I love the Gulf of America. It's had a wonderful ring off its tongue. And I like to tell people, too, that Florida has to be my favorite state of any state in America. And I'll tell you why. Because it's kind of like Florida is shaped like, excuse me, I'm talking. Excuse me. Okay.
Oh my goodness, is that Trump?
So what it is, it feels like Florida is America's penis, and we're pissing on Cuba. Okay. To me,
talk over you, dog.
No, you're doing it for a bunch of people, like this whole fucking time, including him.
I don't get some people.
No, you never get me. That's for.
I hope not.
I tell people all the time, you can love me, you can hate me, okay? But at the end of the day, you're gonna remember me and talk about me.
Drink some water, dog.
Oh, that's good.
You got something for Gavin Newsom?
Of course. Well, I've got a lot of big surprise for Gavin, okay? He's a bully. He's a big bully, let's be honest. But I always say, you bully me, I'll bully you back.
Yeah, he's even writing like me, Donald. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, he wants to be like me. I'm very inspiring, you know. A lot of people want to be me. There's a lot of cosplayers out there that want to be me. It's quite extravagant. It's amazing.
I agree with that. By the way, do you think Clubhouse is dying? That's the new title right now. Think we need to have the fucking Democrats are killing it for sure. Yeah, they are, right, Hokie? Trash in our great Clubhouse. Unfortunate.
I've been saying that, like, Democrats, I don't think are, like, the ones killing it. It's like, the Democrats...
The topics they bring is what's killing Clubhouse.
I'll tell you what's killing it. I'll tell you what's killing everything. It's a very simple answer, and I'm so glad you guys brought it up. I'll tell you, I go in here and I try to peace and love, okay? And I think I'm very misunderstood, but when I come in here, a lot of people will shut me down before I even open my mouth. And it says right there in the good book, you know, before you cast stones, you might want to look at yourself, okay?
Well, Donald, why haven't you deported more beaters at a higher rate? I'm just curious about that.
Well, you know, this is the thing, we got to protect our borders, okay? They've been ripping us off. They're bringing their leprosy. They're bringing our children.
I asked you why haven't you done it in a buffer?
Excuse
Why haven't you done it in a buffer? Yeah, fuck you, Donald. Donald Trump sucked my dick. I'm asking you why you did not do it in a faster rate.
You're being very rude.
I voted for you, so I'm making you answer for my vote.
I know, but you're being very rude, okay? You're getting your blood pressure up for no reason. Let's calm down. I remember my first beer, too.
That's amazing.
No word to call them, okay?
You called them murderers and rapists and said they were not.
Excuse me, I'm talking. You're interrupted again. That shows your intelligence, okay? I'm being calm and cool and collect. And you're being off the chain. Sir, did you get your Xanax and feel despondent? That what the problem is. Go ahead.
You didn't answer the question, you fuckface. So,
well, every time I try to answer it, you try to interrupt me.
What is your plan for deporting more beaners next month?
Well, like I said earlier, that's an awful, ugly word to call them, okay? I call them Mexicans. Okay, that sounds a lot better than beaners. Okay?
Mason.
Hey, what do you say to the losers that are scared of 1% Muslim in their city?
Well, I'll tell you this, R, if that's your name. I think, you know, a lot of people say the Muslim people are not peaceful people, okay? And that's not true at all. That's not true at all. There's a piece of them there, there's a piece of them here, there's a piece of them there.
They blow themselves up.
So, I didn't get an answer. Like, yeah,
They're gonna marry more than one. They can have 4 wives.
Are they gonna go to India where everybody's gonna be opposite?
What do you think Clubhouse? Is Clubhouse dying or not?
No, it's not dying. You got.
Well, I don't know. I think what they need to do is they need to take frame like the Tic Tac. You know, the Tic Tac's gonna die too, and we'll see what happens though. But I'm thinking about investing in it. I've got a lot of people looking at a lot of things, but we'll see what happens. Go ahead.
Is it YouTube?
Excuse me.
Is it YouTube that you're talking to about Tic Tac?
Ours is a retarded person. Ours is a retarded person, President. You have to talk to him like a retard.
China to spy on us as Americans. Let's be honest.
China. Not China.
The virus comes from China.
China.
Hey, didn't you ask the CDC to prove the vaccines today? What do you think they're gonna do?
I told JD Vance the other day, I said, go to Home Depot and buy a shovel. We're going to dig a hole to China and we're going to solve this and make it great again. Okay?
Why do you want to make those chinks greater than us? Like, what the fuck?
Well, that's an awful word to call them. You like to call people by names. You're such a dirty guy. It's a little bit admiral, but let's be honest, we don't need to work blue, okay? Let's call them what they are. They call them the Chinamen, okay, and the China womans.
Right.
Oh, wow. Chinamen. Okay.
He's a wee wumpy dong, they walk on well.
It's too soon. I'm not going to answer that.
Hey, Donald, why didn't you just arrest Putin when he came the other week? Why didn't you just put him in handcuffs while you had the chance?
Well, I'm a firm believer that you give somebody enough rope and they'll hang themselves. Okay?
I don't think that's what you believe. I think you really just don't want to do shit to Putin because you're in bed with him. Not literally, but that's your homeboy. You fuck with him.
He was.
He likes
That's what a lot of people think, but there's a lot of fake news out there. Let me tell you this.
That ain't fake news. You like hanging out with Putin.
Excuse me.
You like hanging out with Putin. You do.
Excuse me.
No, just say you like hanging out with Putin.
He wishes he could hang
Let me
out.
finish. So anyway, I talked to Vladimir. I call him Vlad. I said, look at here, Vlad. I said, let's cut to the chase, okay? You've been pussyfooting around. You've been bullying other countries. I've got a deal for you, and I put it on the table. If you don't make it, it's going to be consequences, okay? I even told him, I said, look at here. Let me just give you Alaska. How about that? Go ahead and think
Tell
about
us
that.
about the deal.
Yeah, give him a little.
Well, it's very complicated, okay? It's a lot of things. There's a lot of stuff going on, and there's a lot of people involved. And quite frankly, I shouldn't be talking about it, and I've said too much.
Well, I know some people that came over for a little while. They were from Poland, white and black. The blacks were on visas, with the white ones, it was like they're going back.
Trump does sometimes about Poland.
I'll tell you,
We
the
should only
Polish,
fight the whites in the end.
What's so great about Poland? Poland's not that fucking
Care about
It's actually one of the, when you look at it now, actually Poland, they actually, it was a horrible place to, very, very underdeveloped after they were, the dissolution of the Soviet Union. And Poles were known for like immigrating throughout Western Europe. But they're now actually, their economy is really good.
Black people, Ukraine war started, and they were trying to get help in Poland. They were not.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. So,
and a lot of those people were kids, like 19, 20 years old. They're on visas. They're there at the university.
but those.
And you're not gonna fucking help them.
No, but what you were saying, no. What you were saying.
After I saw that, my sentiment is fuck Poland.
No, but what you're not seeing is this. Is so there were orders. So even whether or not you were a citizen or not, the priority was women and children. They got to knock the trains first. Now, when it came to the foreigners,
A
a lot of them.
19-year-old girl, a 20-year-old boy that's in college, and you're denying them.
Yes.
That is bullshit.
If you're a fighting age male, you were going to be one of the last people to be put on the trains to Poland. Absolutely.
I mean, it's like a kid that's 20 years old, the University of whatever, Penn State, whatever.
Sure, but you have to.
You know damn well.
Okay, but you have to. No. Hold on. Your piece.
A 20-year-old boy.
Your piece.
A 20-year-old boy.
Your piece. You're not understanding something. So if you were your piece, 18
not permitted to leave.
Well, are
Period.
they ready?
Point blank. Stop. You are not allowed to leave. What they
Are
hold
they ready
on.
for that? Are they ready for that? Yeah, well,
They're every bit as ready. They're every bit as ready as the Ukrainian boys would have been. I'll just put it
they're
like
not
that.
ready for that shit.
Okay, so are Ukrainian boys that are 18 or 20 weren't ready for war?
These kids, they're making them do that, drafting them. They're not ready for that shit.
Okay. What age? Hold on a second. This is where this is becoming retarded. At what age do you think they draft people?
You're the one that led it to this point.
I think they should.
All right, shut the fuck up.
25.
No.
25.
That's
18,
old.
19-year-old boys are not ready for war.
Okay, that's not. Yeah, but that's throughout history, everywhere on this planet. Shut the fuck up, you goddamn ankle biter, dude. You're so fucking annoying. No, when it comes to people who get drafted in wars, it does not or even participate in war. It actually, the age will go quite a bit younger than 18 even, depending on where you are in the world. But in the quote unquote modern world, whether it's East Asia, whether it's Europe, whether it's America, 18 years of age, you are definitely considered old enough to go into war. Now, when it comes to who are they going to prioritize, first of all, if you're a Ukrainian white male, they were not going to let you fucking leave. Now, if you're a white male that was trying to leave because you were a foreigner, you still did not get priority over the women and children. The women and children got to leave first. Then your 18, 19, 20-year-old student, he could once there was a spot available, they could go last. That's just how it was done.
Didn't even get a chance to, like, you forced them into the war. That's all they did. And a lot of those kids...
They did not force foreigners into the war.
A lot of those kids, I understand we've had drafts in the United States, but I don't give a damn about that. You know, at 18 years old, 19 years old, you're not ready for a fucking war.
Yeah, you are, actually.
No, you're not.
No, and here's the reason why you are. So, the fact that the older you get, the less you're likely to participate in a war. So, from the Army's perspective, get them young and you can program them. Everybody else is resistant to programming. So to think that, oh my goodness, they're not ready for war, that's not the fucking question. Are they good soldiers? Yes or no?
And that's part of it too, but when it comes to your physical ability,
Okay, to be in a gun and kill people, that's what the weapons are for.
They're not ready.
Okay, no, they are ready. Here's what I don't think you understand. Okay, so when it comes to these,
everybody from the room, people are leading.
No, will you guys kick R? Like, I'm being dead serious. If you guys kicked R, like literally, this room would have been going differently for a while ago. Like, I would have kicked this piece of shit a while ago.
Let Donor out there. Just let people talk. It's good.
So when it comes to, first of all, there is a huge difference between an 18-year-old and a 25-year-old. Not only cognitively, because yes, 25-year-old male is going to be likely fully cognitively developed as opposed to an 18-year-old male who is not. When it comes to, in a way, shaping an 18-year-old male versus a 25-year-old male, that's a completely different story. It's going to be much harder to do to a 25-year-old versus an 18-year-old. But then you have the most obvious. An 18-year-old male is far more resistant to stress injuries or injuries in general. They can do the rough marches. They can parachute, have rough landings. Far less likely to be injured. They are literally, as physical specimens, superior to other age groups. That is why, like, they are prime candidates to fight in wars. But I'll just land with this. Ukraine did not make anybody, literally nobody, whether you're a student, any foreigner, fight on their behalf. They did not do that. They women and children first, whether or not they were foreign. And yes, some of them are black. Amazing. But you do not see, and what I find like really fucking obnoxious about this is you do not see them prioritizing white men over, anybody, over these women and children either.
What does Donald have to say about this?
Nothing. Why did you interrupt with that? You're a fucking retard.
When do you ever stop and land something?
What the fuck do you have to say that's so bright? You literally are an ankle biter who says nothing.
The manifestation.
No, you literally say nothing. You just ankle bite. You can fucking retard. Say something and tell it. Go ahead. The floor is yours. Say something.
There is no difference in every creation. You should be tired. Before the children of men, we now have my secret center, my heart and my tongue. Behold, it is revealed by I was the minister of all Pancrat. The cast is in the crow, not the crow in the cast. Let my servants be still with secrets. They shall rule the many and the known. These are the fools that men adore. Think the gods and the men are fools. Come more than children of the stars and take your fill of love. I will love you within you. My ecstasy is in yours. My joy is to see your joy. Of the gender soul is the naked splendor of Egypt. She bends in ecstasy to kiss the secret ardors of heaven, the winged glow, the starry blue of mine, enfant Kansu. You shall be the chosen priest and apostle of infinite space, the prince priest, the beast. And in this woman behold the scarlet woman. They shall gather my children into their fold. They shall bring the glory of the stars into the hearts of men. For he is ever the sun, she moves. For to him is the winged secret flame, to her the stooping starlight. That ye are not so chosen. Burn upon the brows of splendorous serpent. Oh, azure little woman,
Seriously, you have to get stupid faggots like
the key of the rituals is in the secret word which I shall give unto him. With the God and the adorer I am nothing. They do not see me. They are as though the earth I am heaven. And there is no other God than me. And my Lord is. Now therefore I am known to thee by my name, knowest. To him by a secret name which I will give him when at last he knoweth me. Since I am infinite space, the infinite stars then. Do ye also thus? Find nothing. Let there be no difference made among you between any one thing. Also take your fill and will of love as ye will. When, where, and with whom ye will, but always unto me. If this be not right, if ye confound the space marks, saying they are one, saying they are one.
Alright, I highly doubt it.
But you, okay. See, you're just the most boring person I've ever encountered on. Literally, you have absolutely nothing to say.
No, I'm asking you to entertain the room. I'm not asking you to entertain me. I'm asking you to entertain the room. No, you fucking retard. I was asking you to entertain the fucking room. Okay, no, people are not here to watch me. Okay, literally, driest answer. How the fuck would I know that? Do I have access to their classified information? How the fuck would I fucking know this shit? So literally, entertain the room for a minute fucking straight. Hold on. You said I do too much talking. I want you. Hold on. I want you to spend a minute talking, not asking me a question, but literally, it can be bashing me, and I will not get off mic. Okay. Spend a minute talking about how stupid I am. Then, because obviously I say stupid shit. You've observed that. Spend a minute talking about how stupid I am, how I ramble on about stupid shit, and literally do it for a minute. I will not interrupt. And mods, you know what? You guys can't do it again. But you're saying that people. But your original claim was that people were leaving because
the step page is gone because you told
yes, obviously. And you're obviously saying there's a correlation, assuming causation.
Get ran in your gap or you
No, the room was literally at its biggest when I was running my fucking mouth, to be fair.
No.
Actually, no. When I was running my mouth about the drama between the JB shit, that was when it was at its peak. I was watching the fucking room. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But you see, you're a nobody. People don't care to watch me fight with you. You're boring. Thank you. You're somebody who's boring. Nobody cares about you. They see us fighting. Nobody cares. You're not entertaining. You don't. You see, at least this jerk off that I would fight with publicly on the app will make salacious lies
Again, I hope you
and
enjoy.
cause drama because of his cluster B
Join the house,
personality
cash in
disorder
that pink
traits.
ticket. This is the puppet
You,
house.
you're
This
just
is my cool
you're
one
just a
house
fucking
puppet. We hope
retard
you enjoy the
who's
game.
not funny. You just not know how to troll. You just not how to do
I
anything.
asked you two valuable questions and you barely gave an answer. Like you didn't even try.
Dude, those questions were absolutely fucking retarded.
No, when you were here earlier,
They're not relevant.
No, we had more people on stage than
No, you didn't.
I've
been watching.
You weren't here.
I know, but you act like I cannot see who's. You act like in the hallway I cannot see how many people are in the fucking room. I know, before it's in the room, in my hallway, before I join it, you fucking retard.
Right, and I was in here, and we were all having a...
And the room got bigger after I started talking my shit. That is a fact. That is a fact. You fucking retard. You're trying to lie to me and spin some stupid shit.
Punk ass bitch who doesn't...
No, you're fucking...
You don't know how to land it. You don't know how to allow...
You don't know how to land anything. I gave you a fucking minute.
I didn't
a minute. A minute, okay.
Interesting.
But you're calling me out. So I'm like, literally, guys, I literally am telling the mods.
How many times are you going to say...
Put me in the mood. Put me in the goo for 1 minute. This motherfucker cannot dissolve because I'm in the goo. Shut up. Because I'm in the goo for 1 minute.
Go eat your DoorDash.
I cannot rebut, I cannot interrupt, I cannot do any of this stuff. He gets to entertain the room. No, obviously, hold on a second. He obviously has a better strategy. He feels like he knows what everybody wants to hear. I'm a dumbass, I'm all of this stuff. He gets to call me out, make fun of me, do whatever he wants. He can call me anything. You can call me the worst things in the world. You can call me a rapist, a pedophile, a mass serial killer, whatever. You can do whatever you want. But what I want to see, and I want them to throw, in fact, I will move myself down. In fact, give them 2 minutes. Okay, but no, entertain the room. I want to see you do it.
In between me and you, Pete.
This is the funny thing. I'm telling you. Okay, will you do it? No, I asked you. It's a yes or no question. Will you do it? Yes or no? Will you do it? Okay, because you know you can't entertain the room. Amazing. That's exactly what I want you to do. So in other words, he's bitching because he knows he can't.
I'm trying to say a number of things you keep interrupting me before
Okay. Can you make observations without asking me questions? You see, he won't go through with it. He knows he can't do it. You're a fucking pathetic piece of shit, dude. You're an ankle biting fucking prick. Like that's like somebody saying a musician sucks, but you've never played a fucking instrument or made music in your life. Like you're just like this is like people like you are fucking pathetic. Yeah, I mean, you're literally making you're making comments. You want to ankle bite because you feel a certain way, but you literally have nothing. You have zero retort to anything I fucking said. You don't even responding to anything I said. You're not responding to anything I've said. You don't even know how long it's been. That's a non sequitur. Because I literally called you out for very specific things, and you've not done it. Okay, dude, are you gonna take the fucking challenge or not? I think retrospectively I've done it for the last 10 or 15 years. No, you haven't. You've literally made yourself look like a fucking dumbass. Okay, name one point. And you say, well, you haven't made it yet. I get it. Nobody cares about it. It's irrelevant to everybody. What? Name, if you're going to say one scathing critique about it, just please go ahead and air it. Make the scathing critique. You literally can't do it. So, you're fucking shuffling. I'm done. Okay, I asked you a yes or no question. Can you? And if the answer is yes, I'll move myself to the goo and let you do your thing. Why are you so scared to commit?
It's not scared. It's the fact that you're asking me to do something that I'm not interested in doing at the present.
Okay, what are you interested in doing? What are you interested in doing? Well, you're on the same. You're obviously that you're interested because you're in this conversation. So what is it that you're interested in doing?
I really don't know how to show.
What are you interested in?
How old are you?
What are you interested in doing?
How old are you?
I'm in the 40s. What are you interested in doing?
In your 40s? How tall?
Implement. Why are you interested? See, like you just diverted to some juvenile tactic asking how tall I am. I'm 5'11". Like, I'm taller than average. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. Once again, what is your objective? You can't answer simple fucking questions. That's being now.
When there were 15 people on stage, I was interested in hearing more people talk than just yourself. And maybe actually have something factual and relatable to talk about. Besides how 1% of Islam now has 9 mosques. Oh my God. Oh, what are we going to do? The Muslims are taking over Detroit. Dude, shut the fuck up.
When did I say that about Dearborn, Michigan?
I thought if I started talking, you were going to go to the gulag.
Oh, yeah, no, you're correct. Go ahead.
You refused to do it.
Okay, 1 point. Okay, 1 minute. No, my bad. I didn't think you would. You didn't say yes or no. You didn't say yes or hold on. You didn't say yes or no, so I did not know.
I asked you 2 very personal questions because that is a way to get someone to shut the fuck up. You give them a chance to answer a couple questions about themselves when they don't expect it, and they will shut the fuck up more than they were before. That's what I did to you. That's why.
No, that's not what happened. I said, yeah, amazing. No, but I'm 5'11". I'm not.
It worked.
No, I did. No, it didn't work. It didn't work because I said I'm given the same answer.
More chance to talk.
No, because I given the same answer. I'm given the same answer. Yeah, amazing.
Honestly, because it's fucking fun.
No, what's funny is that if you didn't say yes, so if you want to do your thing,
I don't want to do your fucking That's what I'm going.
It's not
I
funny.
already answered. I said no multiple times.
Yeah, amazing. You
You want me to say yes. I know
You're the
this
shittiest
you
troll.
are fighting. And I've been trying to say that.
Why do you ankle bite? Why do you have to ankle bite on stages? I understand, like, when you're in other spaces, you're somebody who ends up getting, no, you can shut your fucking mouth, you dirty little bitch. You zesty little fucking, you zesty little, no, it's not that I'm upset or sad, but you're a zesty little bitch, no, it's just that, like, if we were standing in front of each other, like, you would not run your fucking mouth like this, and then you were literally, I know, you have to divert to something that's irrelevant, but the reason being is that in real life, you run your fucking mouth, and you would not talk to me like this in real life, and you're just an obnoxious bitch. Oh, you would, amazing. Oh, sure, I'd love to have seen that happen. Beaners? I'm fucking trolling you, stupid bitch. I am literally fucking trolling you, stupid bitch. Are you a beaner? Are you a beaner, or are you a Muslim? Which one are you? By the way, I'm in Arizona. I grew up around Mexicans primarily. They don't get offended. They don't get offended by the term fucking beaner. It's like literally, it's a fucking joke.
You said so much. Trust me, we've heard all.
Okay. So I know you're a little social justice warrior. But that literally ankle bites, right? Other people are having conversations on stage because you do not have the range to debate anybody at all. And so that is literally your fucking problem. You have to fucking ankle bite, right? Other people on stage because you're a fucking retard. Nobody wants to listen to you. Who the fuck has ever heard of you? I've never heard of you. Nobody's ever fucking heard of you. You're a fucking nobody. But you ankle bite on stage. Let me guess, you're a fucking convert that ended up, converting to Islam. Let me guess, in prison or jail or some shit.
Dude, you don't want to interrupt me.
But no, well, I know because I'm hitting a nerve. I get it. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna give up. You're a fucking loser.
I've been trying to say.
You're a fucking low IQ piece of shit that ankle bites. I've literally told the mods that they can move me to the fucking audience. They can, and yeah, so why? Yeah, I see it, you stupid fuck. But you literally wanted to make the debate about me. You wanted to make it about me.
Who's the room right now for the 40-minute title? They put the gulag.
The propaganda is
the gulag. It's the room title.
Well, I know. Well, because you are the content now, you dipshit. Like, what the fuck are you, like, can you see anything funny? Like, there are actually people, Kim Cutts, for example, is a woman that if I was to say some nasty shit about her, she would drag my ass, she'd bring in larger numbers than me, and I'm not going to say it, she would say some really mean shit, but I will admit, I would laugh while she was saying it, because she is funny. I can't hate on her ability. Like, she can trash people. There's a comedic value. But okay, then what do you have to say that is so fucking entertaining, you stupid piece of shit? You're an ankle biter. Say something funny. Say something original. Can you literally, for 1 minute, say anything where it's just like you think you can captivate an audience? Being an ankle biter, being an annoying ankle biter like you, does not capture an audience. Nobody joins people's rooms like you. You're a stupid little bitch. You cannot come up with anything fucking original. You just end up getting angry. You get angry and you disrupt stages. You noise troll changes. You noise troll stages. And that is literally your fucking MO. Now, can you actually fucking entertain? Okay, give a gut because I'm listening to your dumb ass. You've not said anything. Okay, there are people who are right off the fucking bat. I realize, wow, this person is like kind of a force to reckon with. I have to choose my words carefully around them. You are not one of these fucking people. You're literally a fucking retard. say. This is abuse.
You landed it. You called me what you wanted to. You landed it.
Yep, I did. Thank you.
That's what I was trying to say the first time I interrupted you when I came into the room. You were rambling. You were repeating yourself. You were saying literally like every other fucking sentence. You made no sense to what you said. And you allowed another guy to say that India is going to be completely Islam in the next 5 years. Motherfucker, that was the dumbest comment I've heard all day. Okay? And when I try to interrupt, you continue to talk. Then you continue to talk. Then Donald come into the room. You continue to talk. Then he was being funny. We all enjoyed it for a second. Next thing you know, you're running your fucking mouth again. And here you are. Your food's cold. How's your cold sandwich? How are your cold French fries? How is the food? Don't choke on it. You fucking dipshit. I've been trying to say the whole time, the only thing between me and you know what it is? You.
I'm sorry you're a butthurt little Muslim bitch that converted to Islam.
I appreciate you.
No, they
you're ending it with the retard thing. That was good. That was a good one.
Well, no, but
You gave me a chance to talk without forcing me to tell you yes or no.
I know, because if I went down, if I did the Socratic method with you, you would obviously fail. But even when I don't, I just like I won't even ask you yes or no questions because you obviously are not capable of doing it.
You're sipping on a Willie Nelson's remedy.
But what's really funny is that when I would be put on the hot seat on other platforms. Even on here, some of these people weren't actual fucking attorneys, and they would do the Socratic method with me, and I thought it was an interview. No, you fucked up the room, you stupid bitch.
It was way before
okay, what happened once you came into the room, you stupid fuck? You literally, since you came in, the numbers went fucking down. The numbers were peaking when I was in here, you stupid fuck. You wanted to censor yourself. And I've literally been fucking embarrassing you at what fucking dog shit you are.
I'm enjoying.
I know, maybe you're not embarrassed because you're fucking retarded.
I've been gaslighting you for
You've been gaslighting me. Okay, I mean, obviously, you're fucking mentally in a piece of shit. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
Well, I wasn't at first. At first, I was trying to get you to shut up so other people can talk.
No, but nobody cares what you have to fucking say, you fucking retard.
What did you say?
I said this is like brotherly love, what you guys are doing.
I mean, it's P and R. All we got is Q in between us, you know?
Well, no, I mean, I would say in real life, if I had my pick, there'd be a wood chipper between us.
He's got L and then an O. And I got nothing else. I got myself. I got R. I have to start every fucking word there is. I have to be at the end of every fucking word there is. It sucks to be me.
It sucks being the younger brother.
Especially when with art, when it's the only way you can get laid, because you're a fucking ugly piece of shit. I don't know. Amazing. See, I just took a cheap shot at you that it's unfounded. Yeah, exactly. Amazing. See, you see how annoying those are to deal with, and like generally, people that are at least intelligent enough, it's like, dude, no, you can't do that. Like, it's unfounded. You're just taking a cheap shot. It's not conducive to any kind of real conversation. But you've been basically making these stupid fucking claims like, oh, you're this, you're that, and I can take these stabs at you.
No, I didn't call you anything until you started really attacking. Earlier, all I was saying was that was a dumb comment. That made no sense. You got triggered when I.
Okay, tell me how it was a dumb comment. Tell me what the comment was.
I told you a number of them. I told you when you were saying them. I'm not going to repeat them. They make no sense to me to repeat to you. Pete, you
already forgot about it.
Amazing.
You forgot about it already. You forgot about it.
Yeah, he already forgot about it. That's why he can't repeat it. That's why.
I just told you like 10 minutes ago.
Just forget about it, guys.
That's a good point. AK's got a good point. I've just been trying to get Pete to just eat a sandwich.
But I would say this, so Matt, I would say this. So, and the other mods listening, you have somebody who wanted to center the conversation because they felt somehow offended a certain way, and you start getting these little pedantic arguments. Now, what I would say is, if you want to keep like a room amazing. If you want to keep a room going, you cannot allow the people. Now, I don't know
how to run their room.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I have a lot more experience.
Work, bro.
But I have a lot more experience running.
You just live.
Okay, you're stupid. Fuck. I see. Here he goes. He's interrupting once again. But I don't think you understand. When I would have like my big rooms years ago. I modded them up. Now, on this app, which content creators that made big rooms back then are still around? Like, nobody does that anymore on this app.
What happened?
Realize that, this app, if you want the work and effort you have to put into making big rooms, it's not going to get you anywhere, at least here on this app. So a lot of people left it, like TikTok, X, and other platforms that wanted to make a name for themselves. But when it comes to... No, it's not. Okay, see, once again, this retard is proving, my point. You can't let people just, derail the fucking conversation completely. Now, I was obviously doing, a lot of talking tonight, but when it comes to shit like this, so if you have a topic, see, this guy is trying to nitpick and pick fights with me that do not have to do. Shut the fuck up, you whiny bitch. But when it comes to shut up. When it comes to having, let's just say you have a room title. You get someone like this, he ends up automatically making it about him and whatever grievance he has with an individual, and it's this pedantic bullshit.
No.
What you need to do is you literally need to, when you get people like him, you have to just fucking kick them to the goo. Yeah, absolutely.
Sarah, who's winning this fight? Do you know?
That too. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't. This is I just have to.
Nobody wants to listen to this shit. That's why, everybody left. Once this faggot ended up coming up on stage.
I am biased towards R, so it's hard for me to tell, but he sounds like a dumbass. So
is he a Muslim? Do we know, or I don't know?
Yeah, but he doesn't, the TD. He's part of the TDS crew.
A Muslim from what country?
What makes you think I'm Muslim?
She just said you were Muslim.
Right. What makes you both think that I'm Muslim? Both of you speak.
I can't because she's called you that. I don't know that you're in the Quran. It says all
I never
like.
said he's Muslim. I don't think he's Muslim. Are you Muslim?
No.
I'd say everyone's Muslim because the Quran says they're wrong.
Are you Muslim?
No.
I don't think. No, he's not. I think he's Muslim.
Please.
He put this down.
Stop it.
Put this down.
Enough.
What is that? Who is that?
He's eating chips.
I don't know who it is. All you
Oh, my bad.
Peppy. Shit like that is what I'm talking about.
Shut the fuck up, R. Shut the fuck up. You gave us enough headache today for one day. Wait, is R the same R I think it is? He was with the C's crew earlier, Matt.
No.
Please, me no?
No.
Wait.
I mean, Art killed this fucking room. He made this shit about his butthurt feelings. When we were talking about topics.
Everybody left. You were the
No, you were literally fucking interrupting everybody when they knuckle biting every goddamn speaker while they talk. Yes, you were, you piece of fucking shit. Like, you're such a goddamn lowlife.
Y'all see what I do when he lands it that way. He lands it with insults. And you see what I do? I don't speak back. I let the silence win. Because
You want
then
to
he has
meddle?
to read. Yeah, no, I don't. I'm just letting the audience know what I was going through when I.
Your reaction doesn't matter. What I stated was like a literal fucking fact. Is what matters. You can't rebuttal it.
He called me
And
a
so,
faggot or a retard.
no, when I said that, when you came into this room and you centered it, you centered yourself. When you centered yourself, that is when the room started dying. Literally.
Well, anyways, I've finished what I've done here. I hope you choke on your chips. And have a good one.
Dude, seriously, Matt, dude, I understand content, but like people like him, he's only gonna come into the room to try to, like, in a weird way, center himself in a way that is super boring and nobody's gonna want to fucking hear it. Like when Dr. Articulate would come into my rooms, sometimes it was advantageous to like platform him. But he would also like be the worst person you can have on your stage at certain times. This guy, he didn't say anything that was like a value. He just ankle bit the whole fucking time. Like, you cannot allow people like him to be on your fucking stage.
Alright, I got a confession. We kind of let that go. I agree. I could have done something about it. I was just having some fun with that.
A man left and she like a bigger kick.
Are you there? She's a nature chemist.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, try again. Yeah.
Better?
Try again. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I was just.
We just let that go. I know exactly what's going on.
Like psychopaths.
We're gonna lose me online.
So I don't spend a whole lot of time in Matt's like late rooms, but basically Matt has like mastered having the most crazy, hilarious crash outs with the most random people you could possibly think of. It's the greatest thing in the world. It's just basic conversation that leads
It is. I don't do much. If you think about it, I just let the conversation conversate. And then, like, if people want to talk serious, they just talk serious, right? And we have a good time doing that. And then you'll just, like, I think all the characters find themselves, and then they just all go crazy on each other, you know? It's like a very interesting formula, I have to admit. Like, what's going on around here? But, yeah, no, FBI, I was aware of it. By the way, that guy had been ankle bite literally since I opened the room. So I knew that he would find someone to tango with eventually. It was only a matter of time. So I already knew this was going to happen. So I already knew.
It was glorious, Pepe. It was glorious. We enjoyed it.
He did try with me. He did try with me.
I remember that earlier. He literally was doing that every like coming off the mic and doing that little snickery stuff literally the whole time, the first hour or two of the room. Do you guys remember that? I hope he does.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's like another mountain. Like he you know how Mountain is it Mountain?
Yeah.
He's had like 100 names, man. Every time I speak, he just wants to fucking voice contention.
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah, he just it's like a magnet. He just finds the people that to get under people like very quickly. I've never seen anything like it. I don't know how to explain it.
It's just always contention. Like he's always like,
Yeah.
no, and you're just like,
But he's not yelling really though, right? Like he's not that lumbering like, it's so wrong. You know, he's not like just screaming at the person. It's just like the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
But Matt, like in reality, like if you really talk truth about Islam and the hidden agenda and the like, they have other motives as to like how they move things in general. Like when you talk about it and you voice it, they don't like it. So that kind of makes me believe that he's probably a Muslim, but I don't know. I don't know hard enough. This is the first time I'm actually even engaging in a conversation with him on this room, and I can't tell what he is, but.
I'm definitely hesitant. I'm telling you. So what's that here?
I'm just gonna say, Marshall, you missed an epic ankle biting smackdown between Pepe or PNR. It's great.
Oh damn! All right.
It was great. It was. I want you to imagine two grown men embodying two 5-year-old boys having a pissing match over nap time.
Well, there you go.
It was so good. That day is so good. And I love the part where he was at looks like he was at the grocery store or something. You hear the little ding dingling as he's fighting.
Somebody's serving him something to eat.
Yeah, somebody's serving him something.
And he's like, oh, thank you.
Yeah, that was me getting my Uber Eats, and I was just like, you knock on the door, and I was just like, okay, thank you. Yeah, because I'm a nice person. I'm not a mean
But
person.
you're saying like thank yous or saying like fuck off. Like
Absolutely. But I'm talking to a guy that's like delivering food. He's a worker. He's delivering something at my door. I'm being hospitable. I'm saying thank you. And at the same time, I'm listening to this degenerate piece of shit. And I'm like, no, fuck you, asshole. Like, what's weird is like, he rammed it, like, or knocked on my door right before while I was talking loudly, and I was like, holy shit, dude, I hope you didn't, like, hear all of what I was saying. But, yeah, I mean, I'm not a mean person. Like, I don't fuck with people in real life, but people are such assholes online, I don't know. I doubt Mon, he was the person I was closest to on this app. The one person who knows my real identity. She would tell me, like, before she was here from since season 1. I came in like season 2 or 3. She was saying how she like met some of these people in real life. And some of these guys were like super aggressive. They had large spaces. But when her experience meeting them in real life, they were like super polite. Definitely did not carry themselves nearly in the same way. Excuse me, I just ate. I was eating Chipotle. I ate my food like the guy was asking.
Well, you need Chipotle away, as advertised on South Park.
But I like in real life, do I like go out of my way to insult people? No. Am I nice to people? Do I think you should be mean to people? Because I subjectively find them unattractive, because they're overweight, because they have like whatever. Like no. In fact, I think you're just like unnecessarily taunting people. I'm somebody who, in real life, I don't like. I actually want people to be my friend. Like I'm not a mean person, at least in my opinion. Online, well, let me backtrack a bit. I've been considered like a shit.
That asshole. You keep telling yourself that.
Amazing. I am somebody who's kind of been like, the class clown and a big mouth my whole life.
So I'll say that. Like, that is like a personality trait of mine. But I don't go up to people and try to like be mean to them. It's not like my nature is to try to be nice to people, and like I just want to. At the end of the day, I kind of want people to like me, and I think that's kind of how most people.
How are all of you sitting here listening to this fucking retard?
Okay, here's this piece of shit.
No, we're all just sitting here listening to this guy. Tell y'all that he's not mean to people. He said it like 7 times in the last 5 or 10 minutes. I've been listening to you. There's a whole nother room that actually has this room streaming in it. And there's other people who don't want to be in here, in that room, listening to you and chatting about how fucking...
Okay, just go in there. Okay, just go ahead and go in there. Just go ahead and go in there.
No, honestly, I wanted to come back and tell you, you're a fucking loser.
What makes you a winner?
I don't know. How about this? We don't engage in personal petty bullshit. We just talk about something.
Well, no, I get it. But he called me a loser. But I want to ask him.
He's treating y'all.
What makes you? Okay, bitch. What makes you a winner?
But wouldn't you need to know that? Because you're.
Yeah, you called me a loser. So in other words, you were somehow better off than me. What makes you a winner?
Right. How many times have you used that comeback on Clubhouse in the last 5 years?
I've literally never used it before.
Right. Sure.
Okay, go ahead and click $1,000 if you can find that comeback. I mean, literally, dude, I had a few drinks tonight, and I'm like, literally just came up with that.
Father, bro, you're being mean as fuck. And here you are telling people that you're not normally a mean person. You're being rude as fuck.
To you, yeah. I mean, you're a piece of shit.
No, to all these people. You're sitting here just running your mouth about yourself. Who gives a fuck?
Wait, what? That makes me mean, horrible. What?
No, you sound like a loser. You're like, I'm not normally that mean, but people on the internet, gosh, you're so mean.
Okay, what does a loser have to do with being mean? You're conflating two things. Like, God damn, are you really this fucking retarded?
Just run circles.
I mean, do you understand that there are people that are, like, literally, my first job out of college.
Literally.
Yeah, amazing. Working. Okay, see how he's picking fights? This is so weird. But my first job out of college, working with seriously mentally ill adults, some of them were cognitively challenged, and they were, and I'm going to use the term. It's prejudice because it's perfect. But when it comes to literally mentally retarded, they some of the nicest, most gentle people.
I'm sorry, I can't handle.
Yeah, I know you can't because you're fucking retarded.
Right. Sure.
And like, what can you do? You stupid piece of shit.
I don't have any reason to try to.
You're a low IQ fucking. No, you're a low IQ ankle biter that as soon as you're pressed by somebody like me, you do not know what to do. And so what do? You end up having to fucking, run off. I mean, you are seriously a piece of fucking shit. Like, you saved me. Okay, and then you're upset. And you're gonna call the fucking mod. You're gonna call the fucking mods racist. You're gonna call the fucking mods racist because they didn't save your worthless ass when you ended up getting fucking defeated. Like, you are a worthless piece of fucking shit. You are the annoying, goddamn ankle-biting piece of shit that ended up basically destroying their fucking room. When I was talking about the drama on this app, literally,
you sound drunk.
Literally, the audience was 3 times as fucking large as when you came on here, you low-class piece of shit. You're irrelevant, you're mad, because I said a camel fucking... Yeah, okay, because a camel fucking...
I have a low IQ.
Okay, because when you end up worshipping a camel fucking piece of shit that raped a goddamn 6-year-old, you fucking faggot, you fucking worthless piece piece of shit.
I don't even know who I am. You say
I know. Okay, you're offended. You're offended because of what I said. My name is Pepe on this app, you stupid fuck. That's who I am.
right.
Who the fuck are you? Nobody's heard of you, you stupid fuck. You're not even making rebuttals against my argument. You're literally, no, you stupid fuck. You're literally having to come up with stupid bullshit. You know what I really liked? You know what I really liked is when intelligent people would put me in a hot seat, okay, on social media, and they'd go down the Socratic method where they would try to lead me into incriminating myself and to making myself look bad. And they couldn't do it. You stupid fuck. But you literally cannot do it. You are a low IQ fucking monkey piece of shit.
No.
That is all you are. Yes, you have a fucking primate brain. You're so stupid.
It's fascinating how many you have for me, how many names you have for me. It's great.
Okay, what else do I mean, do you want me to call you like?
I mean, I told you.
I mean, you obviously have borderline intellectual functioning. Like you're that fucking.
Because you sounded so lonely the way you were talking to me.
Okay, so in other words, I sounded lonely, therefore you wanted to antagonize me, and therefore I ended up insulting you. Amazing. Why did you come up on stage?
I didn't come on.
You're too.
I joined the room.
Okay.
I was already automatically on.
Amazing. So you're literally too low IQ.
When I came
You're literally too low IQ to understand why I'm pointing out this shit. It's going above your fucking head. And that's, I get it.
You're the one who's 5'11". I'm 6'4".
I don't give a fuck. That does not change your fucking IQ. You fucking dumbass.
You don't sound like you're a 6'4" guy, dude.
Bro, I was just making. Oh, I don't sound like I'm 6'4". How the fuck does someone sound 6'4"?
Because you sound like you have some tiny penis.
No, hold on. Will someone please tell me how the height of someone sounds? Please. Someone tell me how the height of someone sounds.
Sounding like you have a small penis.
Yeah, the acoustics.
Right. I did, and that's
the bigger you are, generally you sound larger. You stupid fuck. How the reverberation between your nasal and sinus cavities. Generally, it's going to show if you're a large individual. That's why large individuals generally.
We can hear the pickles in the back.
Yeah, they generally.
Fucking food.
Amazing. They generally sound bigger for that reason. Now, once again, you're not answering any fucking questions.
He's gonna say literally, and then he's gonna call me a retard.
Say something intelligent. Ask one intelligent question. I've never seen like a more flummoxed retard like this. Like he's so goddamn stupid that this is the Dunning-Kruger effect in action. Like this stupid motherfucker literally thinks he's like, I can body this guy. I can do, I can go out there and out debate him or make him look stupid. But this is a low IQ chimp who actually thinks he's fucking smart and he can out debate people. Like you are fucking retarded. You're not Clarence Thomas. You're not Condoleezza Rice. You're not any of the. Hold on. You're literally not any of the smart. You're not smart, bro. Just shut your goddamn mouth. You're too stupid to even realize when you're being picked apart.
I'm not.
This is the embarrassing part. You're too stupid to even recognize it.
Alright, I have a question for you. So what do you know about Islam religion, bro? Let's start from there. You had some concerns about some of the stuff.
Zero interest in talking about Islam religion, which is kind of
like why? Because you had some concerns.
Because you're gonna say like stupid ass shit that you've been saying all day.
Yeah, let's talk about it, bro. Let's sound how I sounded stupid. Let's hear how intelligent you are. So share what knowledge you have.
India.
No, share what knowledge you have.
You really think India?
Dude, you share. Dude,
one of them.
Okay, fine. Whatever I stated was wrong. You tell me, what do you know about Islam?
No, hold on. There's like 3
you're
what
gonna
I'm
tell
trying
me
to tell
in
you.
the next 5 to 10 years, you think
No, in 5 years? 5 to 10 years? Seriously? 5 to 10 years? You're gonna say that. I never said that in 5 to 10 years. No, I said 5 generations, you bitch.
when you
5
said
generations.
that the first time I said you guys are good.
I never said 5 years. Okay, shit, let's hear how intelligent you want to sound. So I'm asking you a question. What do you know about Islam religion, and what's your opinion
have to
about it?
prove to you what I know about
No, you don't have to prove. I'm asking you a question, bro. I want to learn from you.
But hold on, why do I have to prove to you what I know about
No, you
Islam?
don't have to prove me anything. I'm just asking you. I just want to learn from you.
But why would you just ask such a
I'm
vague
stupid.
question?
I'm stupid, bro. I'm just trying to help.
Why would you ask such a vague question to just spark a conversation with me?
No.
It's
It's not a big question. It's a very important
How
question.
about something a little more direct? How about you ask me something a little more direct where the conversation might actually be interesting for me to carry with you?
I just asked you a direct question.
I don't
What is
know.
your opinion about Islam?
I'm not going to
As
sit here
a
and tell you everything I
conversation,
know.
you're like this. Shut the fuck up, Art.
No.
No, that keep saying that.
It just
When it's like, why do you argue with people if you just want to say, oh no, I'm not
That's not where I'm
fixing
at.
your partner.
That's not where I'm at. Did I do that to y'all earlier when I came in the room? We had like a
You
half an hour
kind of
conversation.
did though. That's why I said I'm biased toward you. Yeah, you were being stupid as fuck.
No, we
When
had
that when
we
that
had an
girl
actual
that had high
conversation. You
blood
even changed
pressure.
your PTR to continue the conversation. You took the time to go screenshot your Twitter and change your picture because of the conversation I brought up. You spent
No.
your
It
time.
was not your conversation, you fucking
What are you
moron.
talking about? I came in and asked
You
you a question.
no. This
No,
has
yes,
nothing to
you
do
were
with
in the
you.
room before Beth was here, before Pete was here.
It has
Before Hope.
nothing to do with you. What is wrong with you?
Go ahead.
Honky, sorry for interrupting you. No, we'll just answer their fucking question. I wasn't in the room, but it looks like you've had opinion about Islam. Why don't you answer
that's
his
the thing.
question then?
Is I haven't had an opinion about Islam. They're the ones talking about Islam. And they've said some things that are incorrect about Islam. And when
Then why don't you
when
fucking tell
I
me?
interject,
Why
I
is
say
it
You
you
have an
correct?
opportunity to correct me. So just fucking correct
I
me right
did.
now.
I just told you.
Okay, what did we say wrong about Islam? Just point it out.
Said something about how that India is going to turn completely Islam in the future.
That was the topic of the room that I was in.
Jesus Christ, how was that a lie about Islam? I thought you were going to say that somebody cited something about Islam that was factual. Factual. And so, amazing. But if we were
around one
amazing.
I don't know.
I said in the United States, the only claim I said around 100%, or 1%, excuse me, was that would maybe be approximately the Muslim population in the United States. That's all I said.
Things you were saying and talking about were so loose. It was like, it's not even right. It was incorrect.
What did I say that was incorrect?
Look, I'm not now going to...
Okay, what did I say that was incorrect?
I'm not going to now let you gaslight me, because my point...
No, what did I say? No, you made the claim. I'm not gaslighting you. In order to gaslight you, that would involve me saying something that was factually not true in the past and trying to basically say your memory was not correct. Where did I get? Okay, you said I just did that. Where did I gaslight you?
The point I interrupted you guys.
Okay, so no, I asked you a fucking question. When did I gaslight you? You just made a claim. I'm offering a rebuttal. When did I gaslight you?
You're flipping the conversation onto...
I didn't ask you whether or not I flipped the conversation. You made the claim. I gaslit you. Tell me where I gaslit you. You just made the claim a couple seconds ago. Why can you not offer me the example where I gaslit you? Yeah, I have to call you out for claims that you're making right now.
You called me.
I did not ask you that question. When did I guess? No, you made the claim. You made the claim that irrelevant. When did no. When did I gaslight you? What is the definition of gaslighting? What is okay, here's why. And I'll tell you what I'm trying to prove.
That's my point.
You see, I'm gonna tell you, okay, this is what I'm trying to prove. You don't be a 10-second delay. Because he has to look it up. What is the definition of gaslighting? This motherfucker doesn't know the definition of gaslighting. Is it like this is how dumb this piece of shit is?
Okay, so the topic after we were talking about Trump's health and body double and all that, we were talking about birth rates, and that eventually led to the topic of fertility and why so many women or people choose not to have kids, and then that slowly segued into this topic of Islam. And like where we were sharing about information as to how certain cultures are still able to produce kids in mass numbers while others are not, where Pepe was sharing some information about, the stress level and your personal habits like drinking, smoking, and whatnot that contributes to low fertility and all that, right? So that's when we exchanged some facts about Islamic religion, and then you had a problem with it because you called me bullshit or you called me inaccurate. So we're asking you what it is. So go ahead and tell what it is.
Amazing. I love how this retard is not saying anything now.
Is dink a normalcy for dating culture these days in modern dating?
Is what?
Dink.
Because
I see people literally having that on their profile, stating that they just want to be dink and want to travel and this and that. They just don't want any responsibility of having kids or anything to do with kids. Is that somehow changing the dynamics of the population?
This is a weird question where I think on like let's just imagine you have a stable country where, let's just say it's the only country in the world, and that's what they do. Okay, fine. And of course, it's going to depend on like the age of the existing population. You obviously, let's just imagine there's one country, it's the whole world, and the population was that of South Korea. You would have to look at how it would affect the older population.
No. So the question is more based around, is it a personal choice or decision simply because of the facts around how things in life change? Because once you're involved in kids, and then eventually when you have to break up, and you have this element morality, and just the way, or they are supposed to be thinking only about themselves, and is it more towards a personality being selfish? That's fine.
I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't heard the studies
when it comes to the more urbanized societies that become, which happens with industrialization. You see, it doesn't matter which demographic you are. Globally, you see a lowering birth rates. Do I think that there's some selfishness involved? Sure. But a lot of people have to realize this, like, the real birth control did not exist until, like, very recently. And at least with, Homo sapiens, what it would mean oftentimes, like up until the 70s even, for most likelihood of getting pregnant. In the 70s you had slightly higher social pressures, to convince, somebody, a man and a woman, those, in that kind of a circumstance, to like get married, and stay together, of course, too. But it's now it is so easy to avoid getting pregnant and getting married.
Birth withdrawals were written about in Genesis, and you say that birth control is a recent thing?
Yeah, modern birth control is absolutely a recent thing.
Oh, modern birth control.
Contraceptives, and of course, like birth control pills, basically a lot of girls, in other words, people under 18, and then women over 18, they'll take it to treat symptoms of, hormonal changes and so forth.
Well, what's your point? Did I stop your point? Are you going to end it?
Well, I did land. I was asked a few questions, and I don't remember what I was talking about, so I landed.
No, but the question was like, is that something to do, like how we can change that to actually reinforce the values of having a family, to maintain a certain number of relation and
there's basically there's two ways I can answer this. On a national level, there has been, we can look at countries like have really tried hard, such as Hungary. They've offered a lot of financial incentives, still not really doing much. So at a national level, I don't really know. At least to date, there's been no proven effective method to increase birth rates. What I say, even in the larger denominations, those that are more religious tend to have more kids. But I'm pointing out those two communities because these are people that, whether it's Mormons, it doesn't matter which country they live in. And with Orthodox Jews, it really doesn't matter what country they live in. They have a lot more kids than other populations. So I would say it's not a government policy for Orthodox Jews or Mormons in any country to have more kids, but they kind of just do it wherever they are.
So there was a room at one point which was talking about somehow to maintain this population. America at one point actually wanted immigrants to come to sustain the population. Do you think that information is accurate, Ed?
So it's the really ugly thing
about mass migration that a lot of people don't consider. I've been looking at this for a long time, but if you're looking at mass waves of immigration that started occurring in the 1800s, very late 1700s, and then the 1800s up until the very early 1900s. The northern industrialists, which of course the South was, very poor, they ended up advertising basically far and wide, like, hey, come to America. And at the time, there was tension amongst those from northwestern Europe. And they did not see each other as equals, did not necessarily like each other. I wouldn't say, I'll take back the part about them not seeing each other as equals, but they ended up, the northern industrialists ended up advertising, in southern and eastern Europe and parts of Western Asia, like, hey, come to America, live the West, the American dream. You had large influx of people from these regions of the world, which at the time, obviously there was culture shock. I would say Southern Europeans versus Northwestern Europeans are very different, as well as Eastern Europeans. And there's a lot of conspiracy theories that are out there, but if you were to just look at like the foundational Anglo-Protestant stock of America, or even England today, they are so classist. They've always been more than willing to undermine their own people to maintain their status at the top. At the end of the day, it's greed. I don't really see it. There's so many like crazy conspiracy theories, regarding a lot of this. A lot of it, we've heard a lot of them here. The Jews, the Illuminati, whatever. Why do they do it? It's to maintain power. Like, these people England never cared about their middle class. Like, England, they were pieces of shit. Like, I actually despise Anglo culture as much. I respect it as being like kind of superior to a lot of cultures in most ways, but there's aspects of it where I think it's absolutely trash. Go ahead.
This room is fake.
Amazing.
It is. It's completely bullshit. Like, you hardly made any bit of sense. You said a lot of intelligent things, don't get me wrong. But one, you sound just like at least 4 or 5 drinks deep. And then 2, like, you didn't really answer his question with like a nice pursuit to allow him to respond back, and then you respond back. You just kept going. And then you would like, you just leave this out there, and then you find something to point out, and then you want to add a few more tangents to that. And then you don't even know what you're talking about by the time you're done. And that's what has frustrated me this whole time. When I interjected, that's what I heard. That's what I heard going on. It threw me for a loop. When the whole key came in and said, hey man, this is what we were talking about. This is what we were talking about. I shut up. Because honestly, that's all I wanted. That's all I really wanted. I wanted to be like, oh, well, look, man, we're talking about this. So hold on a second. But no, Pepe had to fucking immediately be like, hey, why is this guy interrupting me? Hey, why is this guy fucking interrupting me? And then you started a fight. Then you called me a faggot. Then you called me a retard. Then you called me an idiot. I don't know what else you called me. But you gaslit me.
What does gaslight mean?
I'm none of those.
those things.
What does gaslight mean? You don't even know the fucking term.
Things, and you told me I was those things.
But you're using the term gaslight. What does the term gaslight mean?
What are you bitching about?
I just
What,
think the
I want to know,
conversation.
what are you bitching about?
I think the conversation could be way better if P didn't fucking talk so goddamn long.
What does gaslight mean? You're like using this goddamn term.
You keep telling me I'm shit that I'm not.
Okay, what?
You calling me a retard?
That's not gaslight. That's not gaslighting. That's not what gaslighting is.
Yeah, it is. It's when you tell somebody that they're doing something wrong or that they're doing
No.
get them riled up.
Okay. No.
You want your way.
No, that's not what gaslighting is when. Let's just say like.
No. Give me a definition like I gave you one.
Sure. Gaslighting is when you have two people who experience something together. Shut up. When you have two people,
Obviously.
amazing, and so something happened in reality between those two people, like an
Right,
event.
like you calling me a faggot. Okay.
No. Dude, are you really this low IQ? That's not that you're not even helping build the argument.
Terrible.
You're fucking stupid.
Just throw out the definition.
Okay, you stupid goddamn chimp. It is literally when two people experience something, and the gaslighting part would be you end up saying, no, it did not happen that way. This is how it actually happened. In other words, you try to rewrite the history of the fucking event. It's like, Jesus Christ, this is so fucking stupid. Gaslighting is you literally trying to rewrite the history of actual events that ended up happening between you and another person. This is why, like, I have to listen to you. You're using words you do not fucking understand. Like, I've listened. Jesus Christ, I don't even know why. And maybe it was entertaining for some, because I'm gonna go to bed. But listening to a fucking low IQ chimp like you sit here and you're not even using the goddamn word correctly. Like, Jesus Christ. And I'm supposed to take you seriously? Like, I sometimes misuse words too. But I will, like, what I do is I don't double down. It's like, what do you mean? How did I use it incorrectly? I've been corrected on Clubhouse for using words incorrectly. And I've made fun of myself for, like, doing it. But for whatever reason, you just, like, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're an ankle-biting faggot. Like, it's so fucking pathetic. I mean, you're a low IQ dipshit. He said that I was killing the room. Literally, when I was the one that fucking talking that came in here, that was the peak of the fucking room. And then we had to have a pedantic argument against a fucking low IQ dipshit like him. And who's going to be entertained by that? Nobody. Like, you stupid motherfucker. Like, I can really care less about what he has to say. But I don't know. Do they want me to end this room? I don't know what the fuck's happening. I'm the only mod on here. I'm going to bed. I woke up at 2 o'clock. And so I've been up for, I don't know, a lot of hours. I even have to ask myself, like, why am I wasting my time doing this stupid shit? Like, I ask myself all the time, like, why am I wasting my time doing this? Having to talk to, like not only like saying stuff that doesn't make me look good in person, but like debating with fucking retards like him. Like, how is that futile? Like, what do you actually get out of that? Like, nothing. It's so fucking stupid. I literally think that, like, I'm a dumbass for staying on this app. There's nothing useful that comes out of me spending my time on this app. Except for that there's a few people that I appreciate, maybe can offer me good advice or some shit like that. Yeah, this is, I don't know. The one thing I will say is that you guys never hear me claim to be an expert at anything, but you get these assholes like him. He thinks he's like smarter than everybody. I know I'm not smarter than everybody. I'm like, more intelligent than average, which is like amazing on a bell curve. You're smarter than maybe most people, but you're not a fucking genius. I'm not a fucking person that can somehow throw my weight around.